Hey everyone, how we doing? Hope everyone's fantastic. Dan, no spamming in the chat, please. Absolutely no way whatsoever. I will get Randy to mute your ass. I'm joking, he won't mute you. That's fine. Hey Sandy. Sandy, Randy, Panda, Saywad, Dan, and Zeko. Gecko? Got a picture of a dragon. Or something. So it might be Gecko. I'll call you Zeko. It'll be absolutely fine. I know it's an X, but I don't know how to pronounce that. How is everyone doing on this fantastic day? Dan, listen, we're not going to argue semantics over it. I consider it spam. You haven't added anything. Zeko, yeah, but see, the thing is, I've said two things. I'm going to say Zeko. Sandy, how are you? New camper. Nice. Saywad. Randy. So, we're going to do this. I done it on... Nice. Nice, Dan. I'm going to do... I've done it on my non-meta account today. And because I'm possibly the smartest person in the world, I decided to absolutely raw dog doing these questions. And it took longer than it needed because I was searching throughout the game for the answers because I didn't want to cheat. I feel like I'm already going to have to cheat. Oh, I don't know what that answer is. I don't know how to... This is so embarrassing. It's me like flexing. I know how to do the questions. Hold on. I feel like you're baiting me, Dan. I feel like you're absolutely baiting me. So I'm not going for that. I'm not doing what you just said. One bit. Assassin Blade. There you go. Yeah. See. I trust Randy. Invincible Artifacts. I know that one. Yeah, here you go. Right. So I looked really bad at the start. We're now getting into the things that I know about. We now know. What revenge? Coach, how you doing? What revenge did you get? See, this is the type of thing, right? I'm just going to check it. I can't remember what the skin was called. I don't have any pennies. Side chat, Ben. No, I'm not. I've spent some money. I spent $30 because I can get to 215 coins, which just makes sense. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense anyway. I can't remember what I was looking for. Right, we can look at skins. Don't trick me. Don't you trick me, you evil demon. Ice cream cones. I was so sure that it was ice cream cones. Do you know what we'll do? I will show the... Because I've kind of put a time scale on the thumbnail. I think it will be quicker than that doing certain things, right? But we will look at the non-meta account. I've completely changed it today. It took about 2.5, 3 hours. It's completely changed. So I'll show everyone that. Because I think it's fun. I think the account's going to be fun, and we've done all right. I think that's Legion Mech. Yeah, I just remember that from last time. Nice. I got some noble cores on the other account. I could do 2 today on this account. We're not going to. We're going to do 1. We're going to do Sylvie. Because I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it, basically, is the reasoning behind that. Some of these questions I think everyone should get. Who is watching the dress of Starry Night Halora? I mean, that sounds creepy. We're gonna check because we're not gonna cheat. How is everyone doing, by the way? Everyone had a good start to the year? I suppose it's only been a day, isn't it? I find it really annoying. The amount of messages I got saying, and I don't mean this in a negative way, not like Discord stuff, I mean like in real life people. From like the day before New Year's to New Year's Day to today, where they just send through and go Happy New Year's. And it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to respond to that. And the reality is I don't want to keep on doing it. Spotlights on the ground, Ben, absolute hero. I'm gonna cheat off you. So yeah, because like, what's changed? Like, what have you done today that you wouldn't have done yesterday, for instance? Zeko, to be fair, most of it's to do with work. Do you know what I mean? Does not wear a helmet. I don't think any of these are real. Hell Warrior. Do you, Ben? Knight has to wear it. I know Sigmund does. I presume a champion does. Well, that's not an answer, Ben. I know Morax doesn't. Oh, how many monsters are there in total? I don't even know that answer. Ben's trying to cheat me. 6, 10. Okay, 10. I can do this. With a little bit of help. What's a crystal ingot? I feel like, is that a... Yeah, okay. I know some of these. It's got to be Fox. Soul Shock. It's got to be Fox. Squirrel or rabbit? We're doing it. Oh, Ben. Sorry, dude. And to be fair, I've got that skin. So it's horrendous that I didn't know that. I used that for like 2 months on my non-meta account. I feel like the answer's Christian. Shit. It can't be. It can't be foolish. It can't be foolish. Oh, fuck it. It was so obviously foolish. I just guessed that. That was a 25% chance. Hey Kay, how you doing, dude? Thanks, Panda. By the way, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring. There's a slight delay. So I've normally answered them, and then I see your fantastic guidance. I like these. I do like quizzes. Almighty package. Yeah, okay, most of them are, to be fair. No. Yeah. We're doing good. Have we done? We've done. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'd rather that than the mindless mini games that are just shocking. Absolutely shocking. So that's cool. So we've done that. I did the taverns. I didn't spend any money. Why did I not spend the gems? Why didn't I do that? I think I might buy puppets for food. I've got so many gems. Don't even look at the gem count. Don't even look at that gem count. Why am I worried about where I'm going to spend it? Let's just go and spend it, shall we? Yeah, that's outrageous. I feel embarrassed showing that. Right. So, I mean, that's still technically the best value, but it's just straight up buying. We'll buy a couple of these for future reference. I know we're going over 20,000 gems. I know that. Gems ain't a problem for this account. Yeah, do you know what, Ben? It's funny, right? I still think it's like a bad if you're free to play, it's a terrible idea. If you're like early game, but obviously when you get far into the game, it's so straightforward. Like that's where you're going to spend gems. I don't even know where. The reason I've got this many gems is I don't even know where I'm supposed to spend them at this point. Yeah, you know it, Randy. How you doing, Eze? You right, bud? Right. So that's that part. We've got some awakens to do. I've done some Fantasy Factory off stream. Paco, how you doing, bud? I'll see you later, man. You ran for Red Bulls. I don't know what that means. Dan, explain yourself immediately. Claim it, claim it, claim it. So we've got the 10 Soul Awakenings. Yeah, but I don't want to do that, Coach. I get the point, and there is stuff that I could buy. Yeah, well, food's what you need, isn't it? So, who are we going to do Awakens on? It's 10. I'm not. You would. I swear to God, this happened. I got 6 C or B attacks in a row on my non-meta account. Most of them were rainbows, but I got 6 purple or green streaks in a row, and they were all on Finn. Embarrassed. But so I'm hoping for similar kind of luck today. Yeah, Zeko, honestly, I'm so. Do you know what, man? I am so frustrated with what happened yesterday. I'll show you guys very quickly why I'm very frustrated. Because, like, 764 subscribers. I started the day on 696. So it was by far my best ever day. That was my best video other than a tier list video. And then they released the event, and in the event they do something they've never done before, i.e. on that merchant it's random. So annoying. And then they didn't do it in set order, which apparently they have done before, so that's my fault. That's like my bad. But it's just taken all of the good RNG and made it shit RNG. So I'm really annoyed. Yeah, I just said that, okay. Yeah, I know, that's why I said it was random. But the merchant wasn't. So yeah, very frustrated. But listen, it is what it is. I also said, to be fair, don't do the event till you've seen other people do it. So that's not my fault. I'm going to blame. Now, to be fair, I don't. It doesn't actually. It does negatively impact people potentially, but it doesn't make it any worse off. So the calculations were still right, but it's just frustrating. I got really excited over it, thinking, oh yeah, you know, could potentially high roll and do great. I bought this off Koji, off Paco. You couldn't sell it, so I decided to buy it off of him. So yeah, we'll see how we get. So I've got to do Awakens. Why am I even worried about it? I've got to do this. I've got to do this. I find it ironic that Kay is calling me a noob, but that's fine. We'll skip past that. Oh, sorry, Zeko. No, because you only get 10 per floor. So you would. It still works. Listen, honest to God, I don't know why they've set the event out the way they have. It's just breathtaking. I honestly can't fathom why they've done it the way they've done it. Because, yeah, as I said, all they've done is make it worse for people. Like, and taken any potential good RNG and made it shit RNG. Because the chances of low rolling is higher than high rolling on the fighting ones, on the bosses ones. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kay. Sorry, Zeko. If you get the second floor second, you need to spend 60. No, you don't need to spend 60. You only need to do one of them stages, dude. So, yeah, you just do one. You don't do both. Oh, RX, sorry. New person. How you doing, dude? Yeah, no, so you don't have to. Oh, look, we'll go into it in a sec. Let me just do the Awakens and we'll go into the event. I'll show you. You don't have to do both the fights. You pick which one you want to do. Right, I've got like, why am I worried about this? I've got like 50. Just do Madeline copies. This is the account we've got Madeline. Yeah. We'll just do Madeline copies. I've already got a B Madeline. Oops. Maybe we won't do Madeline copies because these are going to be soulbound. So we don't want to do Madeline. I've got no heroes in the bag. Look how clean this bag. Look how clean this bag is. I'm impressed with myself. Nice. Now we might end up with a Natalie on this account. We'll do Natalie. Giggity. We'll do... I've got an A- Melissa. We ain't getting a better Melissa. We're gonna get an Olivia, so we'll do Olivia. Rainier, it's really fun. Gaggy can be fun. Things, if I end up high rolling, it just makes me want to build. Sorry, I should have done this before. It makes sense, obviously, to use the heroes I'm using. I'm going against what I normally promote. Right, let's just do them. Let's see how. Oh, I haven't got the Awakens out of the bag. Oh no, I got 10. Okay, I did prep some of it. I just forgot to get the heroes out. I was looking at Sylvie copies today because we're going to Destiny her, and I wanted to get a better Sylvie. Oh, it's so expensive for decent ones because there's so few of them. Terrible start. No, Zeko, I think I know what you mean. But say there's like two things that you can do. You only have to do one of them. You don't. Yeah, I'll show you. Do you know what happened today? It's the first time it's ever happened. I don't even know why I was on Facebook. I never go on Facebook. It was on my phone. And it cropped up on the Idle Heroes community page. And someone had put a post saying that they're a returning player. And they wanted some advice on something. And they said they're struggling, and they've started watching me, and I'm the only content creator they can get into. I think his name is Jack Clark. So if Jack Clark's here, how you doing? Unfortunately, as a business page, I can't comment on there. Like my VH, I could only do it on my personal one, and I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, that was weird, super weird. I mean, we've got C+. Ooh. Bad one. It's not a good B. Listen, we ain't complaining. Bear in mind, we have to do these. We ain't complaining. I'll take Bs all day long. Oh, so this is the kind of luck I was getting earlier. I was getting such good, like, in terms of for Starry Gems back, I was getting such good luck, man. And it's continuing. But I'm for ruining it. Ruining all the luck. Yeah, always, coach. Listen, people say is that like set in the game? I don't think it's set in the game. But would it also surprise me? Nah, it definitely wouldn't surprise me if that's what they were doing. Do you know what I nearly did earlier? That's just taking me back to what I nearly did earlier. I nearly altered off the hero copies. I went to in my head, that's what I was going to do on the non-meta one, rather than do it this way around. So I nearly just got rid of them for some soul stones. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I got it when I wasn't streaming earlier, and I wish I'd recorded it. I really wish I'd recorded it. But hey-o. Nice. Treasures don't look too bad, do they? I don't think the treasures look too bad. I think we've had worse treasures. All damage dealt, holy damage, and a shit one. But holy damage, all damage dealt is quite solid. It's a nice start to the year. Yeah. Do you know what I don't like? It's only 10% when you max it out. But you have the other ones that are higher. And the reason they've made it that is because this is exclusive to a part of the game rather than a faction. So they consider a faction to need more power because it's less powerful. But obviously, bear in mind, you can only use Transcendence heroes in Void Campaign. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah, I think so, because you can get 2 for free, can't you? Yeah, well, you can. I mean, listen, my non-meta, I've done it. I got to the 180 coins, free to play. Obviously, with some contract stories. But yeah. Right, let's fucking jump into this bullshit. 215. If we get unlucky on 2 things, yeah, I'll be so frustrated. I feel so frustrated. Zeko, I hope you're looking, because I want you to ask me the question at the appropriate time. Right. You feel very calm, very confused. This is another thing that I don't really like. So you're supposed to do the ones where it keeps you calmer, because then you pay less gems at the end. I mean, I kept myself calm and only had to spend 900 on non-meta, so... Okay. Look, let's do this. Oh, yes, it's jumped me to 4. It's making me fight, though. It's not even giving me the chance. Right, okay. So you can't select either. Right, let's see. Ah, yes, we got it on. We got it on. That's fine. Yeah, well, Zeko, if that happens, you still have to use the 30 coins. Like, you don't get, even once you get the event. Oh, saying that. Sorry, Zeko, I get what you're saying. So you're saying, if you got that as 3rd, and you high rolled, not even high rolled, you'd end up as a free to play having the 30 banknotes. Of course, I do get what you're saying. Sorry, I'm such an idiot. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. That'd be great. I don't know what the odds. I don't know whether you always start here, because that's what I did on the non-meta, and then it's just random. But yeah, obviously, yeah, because you'd have to do it with an 8. Yeah, so 80%. I'm just. I don't think it matters. I want to feel very calm. Yeah, here you go. Right. Cool. Well, 7's always got to be last. Always got to be last. So at the moment, we're low on confusion. This is why this doesn't make sense, why you can't leave when you get the banknotes. Why not just do it as a 1-click? It's just stupid. It just really annoyed me. Do you know what? I was so deflated. I'm doing a video on that, to be fair, RX. As a free-to-play player, it's really difficult. The difference is now, we do seem to get a lot more deluxe resource chests. I don't know how as a free-to-play player you really start building it up. But certainly you have events like once a month, you get Realms Gate rewards and you get guaranteed. Yeah, see, if I'd got it there, I'd be fine. You get guaranteed rewards. No, I wouldn't have actually. And then you start, then you start building up and get rewards. Card Clash, yeah. So there is different ways. Like, it's just, it must be. I think it's one of those things. Once you get on a roll with it, you're fine, because you complete events or you can buy value packs to get more deluxe resource chests as well as rewards, and you can use that to then funnel it into more. But the first start off must be difficult as free to play. Yeah. Obviously, if you're spending, it's easy. Are you talking about in the mysterious sales? Right, hold on a sec. Let me do this. Slight sense of calm, slightly confused. I don't care which one I get. Let's keep low confusion. really hope. Shit. No, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, 978. Right, okay. Confirm. Yeah, this is what I needed to do. That's fine. Done. Because I wanted 70 event currencies so that I could get the full discounted thing in the mysterious sales. Rover, stop bragging. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you right now. Where is he? I can see how you compare to my team. Holy shit. Normally I die off of Wukong. Is this your account? I mean, I still died round 1. But, oh! I got 2 attacks off. Not a lot. So, yeah. Hey, listen, RX, that's what he does. Rover comes in here, he baits me into fighting him, and then I just die. And that's fine. But normally I die. Is it just because his Wukong didn't proc? I didn't even check that out. I was expecting to die before anything happened like normal. No, it's not. What do you mean Gala team? What do you mean Gala? Is this to do with that thing that they said about the Adventure Gala? Which no one has said what it is. And don't say that, that's your proper team. Ah, right. Oh, shut up. Let me have the fact that I didn't die straight away. But I appreciate that you put that team out there. So, hold on. Let's show... We're going to get back into the event in a second. Ben wants to show us his treasure emblem. Zeko, how many treasure notes did you get? Yeah, but Kay, that was like last week, bro. I do a lot of things since then. I couldn't remember that. I didn't know that's what he exactly meant. Just 20. There's no justs, right? That's, oh my God. Listen, the obvious thing, make sure you're doing the discounted route. Pick one of these, depends how early game you are. Stella is the obvious choice just because it's the most flexible. Stella. So if you've only got 20, I say only 20, you can still get 4 rewards, right? You can end up with 3.75 million Stella and then something at the origin. Whatever you want. Don't get potatoes. To be fair, if you're really early game and you were miles away from this, it might make sense to do this because it would almost rush your progress towards doing the glory challenge. But I don't know what the official thing is. No, absolutely not, Kay. No, I don't, because I am not spending money on this game as much right now as I was before, because I am yeah. So I don't, because I need everything I have. I need everything I have. Right, let's check here. You're a V3 Eloise right now. So yeah, I mean, you're really early game still then. So what would I recommend you get? I mean, it just depends. I mean, you go for subs, I suppose, right? Is that what the official... Who here wants to offer some advice alongside me? Because I feel like I'm probably not the best. Stella. If you already got V3, what's the artifact situation? What, currently? The artifact situation is not bad. No, I am spending. I spent $30 and I've limited at that because that's what I needed to do a full run. So I was like, well, why would I spend more? Basically. So, artifact situation. Is this what you meant? I've got deific antlers. I've got spiritual mirror, lingering, another spiritual mirror, which I got today. Splendid dragon rui, sonata, which I regret, but it's a bit of energy feed anyway. Will of winter, and I've got another will of winter, and I've got the origin chests. I have got the origin chests. Don't moan at me how many I've got, okay? I have got the origin chests to make a couple of glittery will of winters. So that's what I've been stockpiling these. Double spiritual. Well, I think you have to have at least 2. Ideally, I'd like 3, but I've really been enjoying using Sylvie with the dragon rui, because it makes her tanky and it gives her the sea Paco, and it gives her the taunt bonus, and then she has stun as one of her subs. So we're going to sub her up today, and then that'll make her even better, and that will make the Rui even better. So therefore, then I have 2 spiritual mirrors. I feel like I should probably just run 3, because I've got, and then I'm going to have 1 Will of Winter. But I feel like 1 Will of Winter is almost irrelevant. Very situational that speed's going to help me, but I've got it there, so I'm not sure. Would you recommend building Wukong or Williams as first trans? Bro, Wukong. And I say that as someone who likes to play completely non-meta. Wukong is like... Or Betty, but Wukong. Wukong. He's just the best all round. But admittedly, I wouldn't do Williams second. Oh, was I not acknowledging RX? Sorry, RX. I didn't know if I ignored. I wasn't meaning to ignore you. Williams, if you've just got Williams on his own, he'll struggle. So I would do Wukong first. To be honest with you, what people do, they do Wukong then Betty, and I completely get it, because Betty. Yeah, I was about to say thank you, RX. I thought I had. Betty clears Void Vortex on her own. She absolutely dominates in does Void Vortex on her own, does really well in Void campaign, absolutely smashes through people in PvP. So I think you could go down the Betty Wukong route, and then you could go someone like Williams, because the issue is, that's all right. Yeah, Randy, to be fair, I may have... I'm looking at now. I think I did miss a couple of his little messages, but I don't... Yeah. Cobalt, how you doing, dude? Yeah. It's difficult, RX, to be fair, because it depends on your account, how much you're spending, all that stuff. No, but then you can get rid of Betty. So that's what I was saying. So you only need Betty once you completed Void Vortex properly. I mean, I've just built her on the non-meta. Yeah, Natalie's obviously insane. I mean, the good thing with Natalie is if you want to build her as the main, you can build her as a main damage dealer if you want. There's not many better boss fighters than Natalie, because her damage just stacks up insane. Yeah, but I would still, and that's great that you're here for that. What I have found 1,000,000% is this: you can go non-meta for your main damage dealer to a point. Like, I've got Basilisk on here, right? He's non-meta, obviously. No one builds Basilisk apart from the people in the comment section here. Yeah, but Ben, I don't think that's the end of the world, is it? Because it's just 1 core. I don't think that's... Oh. Cobalt dropping some in-life lore. Hope you're right, Cobalt. Jesus Christ. Ben, I got the core today on my Betty on the non-meta. Because, yeah, you do need 1 core. But I feel like that's such a minimal investment. Because unlike any other hero, right? So, for instance, a lot of people talk about putting, like, cores on Queen and stuff. Obviously, if you put a core on Queen, you're then stuck with it. Because the chances are she's going to be one of the last Destiny ones that you do. Whereas someone like Betty, you just get 1 core. You don't ever have to worry about it getting up to Noble Core, and it's useful. So, but I think the thing is, if you go down the Betty route, at least if you clear Void Vortex, Like Eze done it, didn't he? In like, I don't know how old his account was, but if once you clear Void Vortex, smash around a couple of rounds of PvE, and then travel on into Void the campaign, then she's fine. And these is what you can keep if you get a good copy of it. You can always keep it for later on down the road. But that's the issue with like Basilisk. Like that's why I haven't bothered with Betty on this account. Just completely works against what Basilisk wants to do. And it's hard enough that I've got Wukong, but it kind of works because of the fragile and stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, I think Wukong is the best all round. And the thing is as well, RX, if you build Wukong, it's really easy to like. It's difficult because I can't see all your bag. I don't know if you spend, and that all impacts it massively. Like I don't know what artifacts you have. It makes a massive difference to like what the recommendation is. But if you stick down the meta route, i.e. you pick Wukong and then you can drift off whatever you want to do. But at least you can ask for advice in the meantime on how to build your Wukong and stuff like that. So the thing is, if you go and ask, say you go on the Ardahura's Discord and you say, I want advice on Basilisk, ain't no one going to give you advice on Basilisk because they're going to turn around and say, go to Off Meta Help, which is one of the channels, and then no one in there is going to give you any answers, right? So, but if you do Wukong, at least you've got somewhere to push off of. Yeah, that's absolutely broken, Ben. That's horrible. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I advocate for non-meta. The other issue is with the non-meta side RX, it depends what you mean by non-meta. Non-meta or non-optimal, I consider to be two different things. So, and you know what's going to be annoying, Ben? I think Madeline's going to absolutely destroy Melissa as well. And I've just Destinied Melissa and got an A- soulbound copy of her. So I'm running both of them. When you get to the top, when you progress your account through, the viable heroes, it becomes less and less. Like at the start of the game, like where you are now, you could pick whoever you wanted to, and you'll get further than you are now. Then you'll hit a roadblock where if you don't pick the meta picks, you are just going to struggle a bit. You can still build, as I said, I've built around a Basilisk. I built Madeline day one, though now it turns out she's already meta. They're already bloody cool now meta. And I'm trying to make Sylvie work in the team rather than just the tenant. So I'm going to Destiny her. Like I'm trying to make it work so it's not a standard team, right? But I still have to have Melissa, Wukong, and Queen because otherwise you're just going to suck. Yes, I like that about Madeline. The only thing I would say, what I've noticed on the other account, though it's not a fully set out account, is that obviously Melissa can CC shed. Madeline can CC shed. Elena's more consistent with it. So, I don't know. But that is because earlier on I was just doing PvP, right? So I'm going against a lot of Wukongs and Bettys. Getting double CC'd at the start of every fight. Elena would have been very helpful. But I don't have Elena on that account. That's Alakita, Natalie, and Vespera. With a Betty. But yeah, I'm going to have to build, I think Elena next. The good thing is, because I'm making Alakita the main on that account, she's got Wukong and Betty as her 2 slot tenant. So I've gone for Betty now because I want to clear Void Vortex, and then I'll transition to Wukong and still have the Betty copy held back. Yeah, that's it. I think Elena's solid. But that's the thing with supports. I mean, it's a shame that Freya's kind of dropped off, right? But that's why supports tend to be a bit safer. You could still use Freya. Like if you'd done it for her and you were mid to late game, you could still use Freya and do what you need to do. Obviously, Melissa's better and Madeline's better. So it's one of those difficult things. All right, okay, see you in a bit, bud. Yeah, RX, 100%. That's so cool, man. Go for Patricia. The only, as I said, the difficult thing you'll find is if you want feedback and advice, you're going to really struggle to get it. For instance, if you came here and asked people, and I say that, maybe Ben or Cobalt or Finn or one of the guys that goes really far, or Ben that goes really far, would know a bit about Patricia. But it's like, it's hard to give advice on something that we don't know about. And when you look at someone like Patricia, she's one of them wall of texts people, right? So it's even worse because you can't even just briefly look at this and gauge what she does. You have to really think about it. So if you've never used her, you have no idea what she does. At least with someone like Aspen or Vulcan or Mockman, people tend to have an idea. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Hey Lottie, how you doing? Zeko, what's the decision on the origin material choice, the mysterious sales? Listen, I think you're quite, if you haven't built anyone yet, if you haven't built a trans hero yet, you're farish away from subs because food's going to be your main problem. I don't think, but then you're far away from that anyway. Honestly, do you know what? You're gonna go down the discount route, right? You could argue it doesn't really matter what you pick out of here. Out of the subs, so you pick one of the 4 subs, and it means next time you get to, which will be in a couple of weeks' time, you'll pick a different one, because what you need 180,000 to fully sub. Oh, well, we're gonna do it today. We're gonna sub Sylvie today, so you'll see it. Why don't we do it right now? And I'll show you. We'll do it right this second. Right this second. So, when we go here, to unlock it, we need 45,000 of the specific sublimation. Bear in mind, we're destining her. We're just going to do all of them, right? We need another 45, another 45, another 45, and that fully unlocks. The first time you unlock the skill, because these are our 4 skills, right? Active, passive 1, passive 2, passive 3. The first time you unlock it, the basic skill just becomes better. Then these 3 are added effects. This increases its all damage dealt, reduces target's armor by 20%, 80% chance to grant shield. So the subs make your skills stronger. That's what they do. That's when we're going to do them all. I think I'm going to be short on a couple, but I've got boxes. It's not a problem. So we're going to keep on going. Like one of Sylvie's, I will show it in a second. One of her subs here gives her the chance to stun. Well, extra CC chance is incredible. I'm pretty sure it's passive 3. Pretty sure it's passive 3. I lied. It's not passive 3. Please don't say I lied. I didn't lie. No, 100%. There you go. If she fails to taunt on her active, there is a 60% chance to stun. Yeah, so you can see why it's really important and how important subs are. But the reason it doesn't matter to you whether you're picking active skill or passive 1 or passive 2 or passive 3, you don't even know what hero you're going to be having. You don't know which one you're going to build up. Getting 45k in one of the sublimations is absolutely fine. Like it's not going to make any difference to it at the end of the day. It just ramps up, and because you've only got a V3, you're a little while away from that. You're going to be short on food and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just make sure that you're not always picking the same thing over and over again. I mean, what a lot of people say is obviously active is the most important for a vast majority of heroes, especially if you're going. No, if you're going for what would you build first on Wukong? Oh, mine's Destiny, so I can't even check. I have a feeling. No, it's still going to be this, isn't it? So yeah, just. So I thought someone was coming in then. That's it, passive 2. Whichever one it was that does the extra stun chance. I can't even, mate, to be fair, do you know what? My brain is frazzled today. It's just reading walls of text over and over again because my non-meta account has said it was passive 2 is the 2-round stun, yeah. Ah, right, yeah. Passive 2's there. I'm just clicking on the wrong things. Yeah, stun to 2 rounds. Yeah, so that's probably what you want to do because ultimately people misconstrue it. Earlier game players misconstrue it. Even though Wukong is your first trans hero, is going to be doing a lot of damage. He's not a main damage dealer, like at all. That's not what he's for. He's a support hero. Any trans hero basically can be your main damage dealer at the very start. It does obviously it limits you because you're going to get to roadblocks quicker. So spiritual essence is used. There's a couple of things. Hold on. So, we're going to have to do it now anyway. I will show you. So, you start off at level 0. When you get to level 20, it unlocks the core slot. When you get to level 40, unlocks this. 60, passive 1. 80, passive 2. 100, passive 3. Spiritual Essence is used to upgrade it. It's 1.25 million total to get from 0 to 120. It's 800 and something thousand to get from 0 to 100. That's all you want to do unless you're destinying them, because the 20 levels don't really give you a lot else, because by that point, by the time you've unlocked level 100, you've done it all. I am doing... run out of potatoes. How many potatoes am I going to need? So we're probably going to need about 350,000. That is embarrassing. I've got loads of potatoes lost somewhere. I know it's a lot less, but then obviously it's harder to get it. So that's what you've got to bear in mind. It's a lot less than Stellar. You need a lot more Stellar than 1.2 million. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot. Panda. Should you buy 2 more melodic so I can make 1 splendid? I wouldn't say so. Yeah, but it's only 1.2 million. No, it's not. So it's... Yeah, exactly. Stella can just go... I'm Brecht. How you doing? That really irritates me. Not what you've said, but that number, that 15 million... Because what it means... And you know, we've had little arguments on stream before about it. What it means people do, which is why it's wrong, is you only pick Stella, you never pick Cot, right? In people's minds, they think that there's only 2 choices. You either fully go for Crystals of Transcendence, or you fully go for Stella. It's like, no. You can rush Cot to get your first Transcendence hero, as long as you've got enough Stella to V4 it. So 5 million to 5 million, right? And then you start pushing up Stella, because a V4 trans hero is going to be far more powerful than a V4 whatever else it's going to be. But people don't get it. It's really difficult. Like, Stella is so important as you go through the game, but as a first player, get 5 of each and then just push for Stella so you get towards a more an equal ratio. But it's really account dependent. If you're free to play, it's different to if you spend loads of money. Like, you know, if you spend loads of money, it doesn't really matter. You can do what you want, as long as you've got some common sense to it. But yeah, so a Transcendence hero is better than a normal hero, so you might as well get a Transcendence hero. But as I said, at least so you can V4 it, because the thing that's going to stop you down the road isn't Stellar, it's food at the very beginning. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, but you say even as a free-to-play, for a free-to-play, it's even more important. If you're a spender, you've got so many different ways of getting Stellar. Like, bear in mind here, I've spent $30 on this event, so it's not like I spent a lot. I also spent a lot of contract stories. But I can do 12 floors of here, and I can get... If I didn't do it properly, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could go to like, so I could get 9. I could get like 13 million Stellar just from this event if I wanted to. But it's like, what would be the point? Yeah, Pavel, 100%. Hi, Pavel. Once you're out of early game. But that always gets missed in translation, and no one ever says it. And so what you get is, you get people go one of 2 ways. You either see a team that is like 5 Transcendence. There was one, and I think it was on stream in Arena, and it was like 5 heroes that were Transcendence, and one of them was V2. And it's like, how do you manage to achieve this weird build? I don't know. Even just Stellar natively, he must have got from somewhere. He just hadn't used any. He had all these trans heroes. Absolutely wild. But you sit every day. If you go on the Idle Hero system, you sit every day where people put screenshots of the team and say, "Can you guys help me?" And it's like, "Yeah, bro, You need to boost the power of your team by stop getting loads of Transcendence heroes. But like anything, people are all in or nothing. And it's just, yeah. But advice, the issue with advice, right? Because there's not much content out there for this game, if you Google or YouTubed it and you said, how much Stellar do I need? And you went on YouTube, you'd probably get an MK video or a Barry video from like 4 years ago, where it's now out of date. But, you know, because of what they do, they're not bothered, and they shouldn't be either, right? They do a lot different. MK's obviously far into the late game with these accounts, I presume. I don't actually know. I presume he is. So he's not worried about what new players are doing with Stella. Do you know what I mean? At all. Yeah. And the thing, you know your own account, and that's why as well it's so hard to give advice, because everyone's account is so different. Like you can't sit here and give plain advice. There is some universal truths in this game. I fucking do. I'm so happy you asked that. Do you know I'm really happy you asked that? Literally, and you're new here, Zeko, so you won't know this, right? I started this channel because of a video I watched on someone's beginner guide on Cloud Island, and I didn't understand a thing in it. So I was like, I'm going to start my own channel and do it. So you want to go into my playlists, and if you go into beginner guides, there is Celestial Island guide. So yeah, you can check that out. It is pretty relevant. I'm redoing all of these. The only one that seems to have done well is the artifact guide, but I have a feeling that's because people think it's some kind of tier list, where it's not. It's more maths and numbers and stuff. The rest of them didn't do great because obviously I had 0 subs, so people don't watch it. But it's actually really useful if you're a beginner player. Super useful stuff in there, because it goes through stuff that other people don't talk about, because you don't remember it, you don't think about it like at all. And why would you? Why would you think about stuff that you haven't done in years? But yes, there is some good stuff in there. I think so. Pendlix, how you doing, friend? You are stronger now. Oh, nice. We're not going to fight you because you've got a Betty. What? The music, what? On the stream is too loud. The reason I doubt that is because I can see, well, unless something's gone horrifically wrong, I can see what kind of volume it's being promoted out at. I don't think it is too loud. Hey, Zeko, you're not allowed to leave the stream to go watch one of my videos. No, if it is too loud, let me know. But I can see here, well, I'm seeing what it's supposed... No, you're right. I'm seeing here what it's supposed to be. I'm wrecked. Yeah, I think that he's right. I think 5 and 5, because you can't go further than V4 anyway at the start. Like, you're just not going to have the food to do it. So you might as well have a V4 hero that's a Transcendence hero. But, the community's not ready to hear that. They don't understand. They're stuck in 2020. Right, so we need 6k. 3k. I ain't going to remember that. Oh, okay. I never remember. 6k? I've already forgotten. So bad. Oh, no, is that? Do 3.5 because I can't. I'm so terrible at the subs. I can't believe they made them all look so similar. I get it in one way. It's also incredibly frustrating. It was potatoes that I needed anyway, wasn't it? So how many potatoes did we say we needed? 350? 350. Oh, that's a lot of potatoes, isn't it? Yup, yapper. No worries, man. I honestly, It's a shame. What I'm hoping, I really appreciate you saying that, man. What I really hope is I'm going to redo the videos now, one by one. I'm going to do one a week, because back then as well, I didn't know. It's like 6 months ago. I didn't know how to edit videos in terms of cutting gameplay in with me talking and the slides and all that kind of stuff. So I do know now. So I'm going to go back and redo them all. Because now it's 2026, so I can put 2026 in the tagline. But on top of that, I can make them slightly better. And hopefully now I've got more subs, it will promote out more. Hopefully. Obviously, you can't guarantee that. But that's what I'm hoping will happen. And even if it just helps some people out, obviously it's incredibly useful. And I'm going to do more general guides as well. Like that 5 to 5 million. Because, yeah, people say that still. 15 million. But the thing is, it's ridiculous. And even more ridiculous is because once you get really to the late game, like Stella can get out of control. So, yeah, I don't know. That's why it's really hard to give advice to this guy. I get why it's difficult to give advice. Why people try and stick to like rigid truths. But when you've got people that are years apart in progress, it's kind of a bit of a silly thing to try and do, is to make anything too universal. I do not want to use this for subs, for spiritual essence. I'd have to use 20 of them. No. Not happening. Randy, tell me where to get potatoes, bro. I don't want to waste these. I don't want to waste them. I want relics from these. Oh, Randy, don't you dare. I can get so many good things from here. I don't want to waste it on potatoes. I'd have to spend like 120. Oh, it just feels really bad. Just feels really, really bad doing that. Hey, Rake, how you doing, dude? You're seeing me struggle with spiritual essence right now. Ah, I could do rewards. Duh. The king was already here, Dan. Thank you. Ah, Rake. I'm talking about in-game potatoes. In-game potatoes, bro. Not. I don't even like baked potatoes, and this has become a thing that you've said. Right? That is not true. Not true whatsoever. I do actually need more Stella. Now we're talking about it. I actually do need a little bit more Stella. He sees the potatoes everywhere. Listen, stop picking on me. How are you doing, friend? You had a good New Year's? Hey, Trevor. How you doing? No, not yet. We're doing them right now. We need to get... Just check it. Because I think we've got 6. So we've got 4. Ignore them. Ignore them. 6. I didn't get any earlier, did I? So we need 2. And then I was going to get some subs because I'm lacking on the subs. No, it wasn't a bad guide. It wasn't you. It was MK's video. It wasn't a bad guide. And do you know what's funny? I watched it about a month ago because I'd said it on stream and I thought, oh, I wonder what I think of it now. And I said at the time, it's one of those things, right? When you were experienced in the game, or even if you were where I am, for instance, you could understand those guides, I can't remember what he calls them. I can't remember, super guides or something like that. You can understand them. But if you're a brand new player, you have no idea what half of it means. I imagine it's like if you were like an expert coder trying to teach an absolute novice how to do it. You just wouldn't grasp that the person you're talking to is stupid. And so that you have to, it's like the Michael Scott thing from The Office. Talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. That's how it has to be. No, not at all. As I said, I get the guide now. And if you were a player now that played the game for a few months, absolutely watch it. For me, it was weird because I came back to the game. I had loads of resources, but I didn't So I was like a new player that had started an on account with loads of shit. So I was in a weird position where I could already do Cloud Island. Obviously, generally speaking, you can't. You have to work through the game. So for me, it just wasn't helpful. But that's not, it wasn't a good video. And that's not that it wouldn't have been helpful to people. But just for me, it wasn't at that time. And so that's where I thought, right, I'm a noob. There's got to be plenty of other noobs, especially because it was a round anniversary event. So lots of people were saying, oh, I've come back to the game. So I thought, right, we're going to do it. And we're gonna noob out together. And so that's what I decided to do. And to be fair, it's worked out for me. There won't be a streamers war. I can tell you why, because I say MK doesn't know who I am. He has been on the stream once. I am not almost certain. I am nothing to him. So it would be the most one-sided war in history, and I don't have an issue with him whatsoever. I think he's great, and I've said this to, well, including to Rake. I think the fact that Rake, Barry, and MK have been here for so long, it keeps the game going because this is such a community-driven game. And the fact those guys have stayed around for so long is breathtaking. I think more so MK because he streams it. Oh, how he streams it 4 or 5 nights a week, and he's been doing it for 7 years. I don't know, bless his heart. All right. Hear me out, gang. Now, I don't want any advice from anyone that doesn't actually know what they're talking about. So, Ben or Rake or whoever, what should I pick from this chest? I've got some star material, not a lot. I could definitely beat him up, but that's not. Listen. That's not the question. Let me know what do I need to. What's my first star soul going to be? Everyone says the cat, don't they? I mean, what is the cat? It's not a cat. That's not a cat. You throw those in your back is my spectrum. Oh, you funny man. Stop bullying me. The cat Spectre is really good. Thank you, Pavel. That isn't a cat. Is that what everyone refers to as the cat? That's not a cat. Why do you guys think that's a cat? Rake, it's not a cat. You can say it as many times as you like. That is not a cat. But I'm going to pick this. It's not a cat. I don't care. I'll fucking die on that hill that is not a cat. Right. And is that what I should pick out of this chest, right? I should pick a star soul. I shouldn't buy any of this shit, should I? Don't even know what it is. Got ya. Is it more obvious, Trevor? Is it more obvious? I'm not losing sight. I can't upgrade it. I haven't even got it. So should I buy? I'm not trying to do anything. Right. Rather than what I'm trying, I'm legitimately. I'm here asking for your help again. I'm feeling like Bernie Sanders in that meme. I want to pick something from this chest. I don't need any more Destiny materials. And I don't want to get Origin at full price because it feels like a rip-off. I'm going to get something from this chest. Take the cat. Thank you, Ben. That's what I needed to know. And no one else was particularly helpful there. Yeah, thank you, Pavel. Rake, go do in real life stuff. Do you know what's funny? I can't imagine you cleaning your kitchen. I just can't. I can't imagine you going and cleaning your kitchen and doing normal person stuff. I imagine that you're a secret agent during the day, doing hacking and all that shit, right? You run a Microsoft finance division at night, and you just do this during your sleep. I can't imagine you actually doing normal human stuff. The thought of seeing Rake at the local Lidl, just getting some, I don't know, I got a cronut. Well, my wife got me a cronut from Lidl today. The thought of seeing Rake buying cronuts just feels weird. Yeah, anyway. No, but I have got, Randy, I have got some Destiny stuff. Why are you? Yeah, but Dan, why are you being a white hat? Be a black hat. Rip all the old ladies of all their pension pots. I'm joking. That's horrible. I didn't mean that. Do you know what? Right. What else should I pick? Sorry. What else should I pick from here? What else should I pick from here? Do I want another cat? Is that how this works? Or is that like too far? Yeah, but not if you're good enough, Dan. You know. I've said too much, though. I've said too much. I need to buy fish. See, Ben's giving me the good advice. So I now buy the fish. Should I have pointed out already that I do have... I don't know if I've done something wrong here. I have got a star soul in my bag. A chest that I got from a Reverie Key event. So you don't need more than one cat at one. You don't need more than one cat. I just need one cat ever. Yeah, Yappa, I have no idea about this stuff. No idea. No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, I now have 2 stars. Oh no, I've got... Goodness gracious me. I've got the cat, but I also have a star soul chest. Do I only ever need one cat? And now I just need to level him up. Yeah, I know. That's not answering the question. Will I ever need... Oh, that's what I was asking, Ben. Yeah, that's it. I need multiple cats. Hey, Leaf. How you doing, bud? That's fine. So it doesn't matter that I've got 2 chests. That's fine. RX, let me warn you. Let me just tell you. You've just seen that whole kerfuffle right there. I try my hardest to not give advice on stuff I don't know. Everyone here is going to say I don't know anything anyway, right? More fool them for watching me. However, I know virtually nothing about Star Soul. Well, I say virtually nothing. I know nothing about Star Souls and the Destiny stuff. When I get there, which will probably be in 6 weeks' time or whatever, I will do a video on it. I've only just wrapped my head around Destiny stuff. So I'm going to do a sub video, a Destiny video, and whatever. In fact, I'm going to do one on all 3 of these, separate ones. Because no one has any attention span. So I have to make videos 5 to 8 minutes long or people don't fucking watch them. Yeah, RX, this is my main account. It's not that impressive. I've only been playing it for 6 months. But I was playing like a year, like 6 years ago. Oh, Ben, don't even start on that. Do I actually have to do Ethereal Realm to unlock it? Oh, thank you, RX. I was trying to save face there because I thought you were saying, is that all you got? Yeah, but Rake, do you not, out of interest, Rake, do you find this? No matter what, to be fair, actually, yesterday's video done alright. No matter what video I put out, I will guarantee you the average watch time is between 5 and 6 minutes. So if I put out an 8-minute video, it's 5 to 6 minutes average watch time. If I put out a 20-minute video, 5 to 6 minute watch time. And so it's like people don't have the attention span. So a lot of the stuff that I'm putting out or going to be putting out over the next 2 months, I would normally have thought, well, this will be one video. But I can't do it because people fucking skip 3/4 of the video because they can't be bothered to watch it. Yeah, but right, I don't want to do that. I like long videos. So like Rake or whoever's like, I used to like watching Wraths or whatever. That's not a problem for me. But when it's an informational video, I also don't want people to be skipping through shit. Ruins my analytics. And RX, I'm also part of that. So I get it. So for instance, I'm doing a little mini series on like what's the best orange treasures to pick when you get your chest and stuff like that. What's the best red treasures? What's the best purple treasures? All that stuff. Now, in my mind, that should be one video. But for multiple reasons, what I don't want people to do is go onto the video, skip through to the thing they want to watch, and not watch the rest of it. So I'd rather do 4 or 5 minute long videos going through the different things, but just douche in separate videos. And also, because I'm such a baby creator, I'm so young, creator-wise, not as a person, fuck off. It means that obviously for engagement purposes, it's good for me as well. So easier for people to watch, more likely to watch it than a 20-minute video. Yeah, but do you know what, man? Honestly, Rake, and people don't get it. I mean, I haven't watched that video, and because it's irrelevant to me because I haven't got there, right? I will watch the video, and I'll leave an honest critique in the comment section as always. No, I won't really do that. But yeah, it's so difficult. Like, it takes so much time to do an hours-long video. Like, it's so long, and people don't get it. And the thing is, well, once you've created it, you've got to sit there and watch it. I presume you do, right? If you make an hours-long video, you have to sit there and watch it and make sure everything's fine. Make sure there's no glitches. Make sure there's not whatever. Hey, Leaf. Finn, how you doing, bud? Best arty for each hero series. That I could do that for like YouTube Shorts. I could do a series like that. But Rake, what if it skipped? What if like the audio skipped and it jumped or whatever, and you didn't? Because I had that on one of my account one of my account playthroughs early on. It's like an hours long video, and for some reason when it exported to YouTube, it skipped. So it was like 5 seconds off, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was one where I had a face cam in the bottom corner. Luckily, it was only on YouTube side that happened, so I took it off and re-uploaded it. But I always now check it. I check it once it's been uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, mate. To be fair, I can understand that. I can understand that. Zeko, are you free to play? I'm not going to say what I'm going to... Actually, I was about to say something silly. I was about to say, don't replace the Horus with a Tix. Replace the Eloise with the Tix. I'll get shut down for saying that. You're free to play. I think that might be... I got loads of gems. Oh, dude, well, don't even question it. Do it. You obviously understand your gem responsibility. So, yeah. I mean, it's hard. You don't want to waste selection chests on a shadow hero. Do you know what I mean? That's non-transcendence. So either that, or it depends how many cores you've got, etc. The other way, what might make a bit more sense, depending how many soul symbols you have and how many, if any, copies of ticks you have, is try and find other ways of getting ticks. You can then regress the Horus and then switch out copies that way, just to try and limit the gems. Yeah, Rake. Do you know what? It's funny. I was showing... I don't know who I was showing. See myself. So fucking beautiful. Right. Someone was talking about... someone. I was talking about my original tier lists. What am I even doing? And there's too many fucking tier lists. Oh, we're not looking at the trans one because I'm embarrassed by that. Right. So if we go to analytics, look, right, and this is so depressing. So what happens is, I try to. Yeah, I'm going to, but I don't want to do it now, because I missed the boat with that. And the thing is, I'd have just been ripping it off of someone else's video, and I really didn't want to. So I am going to put one up. So I've got one. It just felt weird. Like, yeah, anyway. I got really annoyed with this. So I tried to do a tier list video, and I tried to splice in some information on heroes. So I'd done one hero per tier. I took them out, placed them in, and I've done a little mini hero guide. And you can see where I've done the mini hero guide, because people skipped it and went to see where I placed them, and then skipped the hero explanation and jumped to where I placed them. So all my hard work and effort was for fuck all, because no one gave a shit about what I was talking about. Admittedly, that video, my best ever video, is fucking horrendous. Not my best, my most viewed by far, is horrendous. And I'm so happy. Sunday, Yeah, but when you compare it to the rest of my videos, I was gutted, man. Like, I don't know what your analytics look like. Mine, I'm quite happy with mine. But I'm releasing a new base hero tier list on Sunday. It's going to be banging. Oh, now, listen, because Ray's come in and he's ruined everything. He lied and said he was going to do his kitchen. He's distracted me, and it doesn't take anything to distract me. And he knows this by now. By the way, King Barton's on the first E5 tier list. Because not every hero is, but King Barton's on there. Ignore a lot of all this. I've got my Starspawn guides. I've got my artifact tier list ready to go. My treasure train series ready to go. Where's the basic one? Everyone's getting a sneak peek of all my stuff. Rake, you're not allowed to copy any of it. Why is this in here? Where's the 2026 video? There it is. Treasure series tier list. I finished that one today. Banger. It's fucking not. Right. Base tier list. Oh, it's because I've put the pre-warning. Yeah, I can, on my videos, you can see what the unique users are. I mean, listen, who knows how accurate that is? But I also say, with stuff like you, I imagine people love watching it, like when it comes up, because there's nothing better than to sit and watch a really long video. But obviously, from a creator's point of view, you're risking that you're going to spend all this time doing something, and not many people are going to watch it. And it's frustrating. Like, I noticed, let me show you this first. Hold on. This is the tier list. It's not a normal tier list. It's got separate subsections. And so, but this is infinitely better than my other tier list. The way it's laid out, the presentation of the video is going to be better. And so if I can get any extra boost from that, then that'll be fantastic. I've even done a little disclaimer at the start, just so I can be like, I did tell people, you can't just blindly go off of it. You done a Vesa video. And I'm interested to see, because it didn't do, by the way, I know you know I'm not, you know I don't mean it in a negative way. It didn't do, I was surprised, it didn't do that well, like at the start. Where is it? But it's a shame, right? And I'm really surprised that it has, oh my goodness, I don't know who that guy is. Why are you not coming up? By the way, fucking beautiful thumbnail. Can I just say? It's such a beautiful thumbnail. It's the kind of thing that I appreciate. Yeah, it's like your Madeline one, bro. And do you know what? I don't want to start. I'm not going to copy you because, for instance, I mean, he could try harder, whoever that guy is. I really liked your Madeline one, and I think it looks great. I mean, you know, I like your thumbnails anyway. I think yours is definitely the best thumbnails. I think thumbnails for this game are really fucking difficult. Zeko, you can go, I imagine, crit attack for Tix. You can do stupid damage. Tix is an absolute monster. Finley, thank you for that. But you can go and watch the Vesa video afterwards. But that's a beautiful video. But the thing is, as well, it's different for your account because you've had to build her. But like for me, to really test it out or whatever, like to talk about it, you have to make the hero, and then you have to work it all out. And for me, when I do my ones, so like do this, and it all takes time. Like yours is much more talking. And so, to be fair, so is obviously Barry and MK. I like having it written down. I'm one of those people. So this takes more time for me. And so it's like, I've got to build the fucking hero. I use Canva, Appendix. I use Canva. And that was only a short video. And then you released yours like 2 hours before I put mine up, and your thumbnail was so fucking good. And I was like, I commented, you bastard, on your video. And it wasn't to do with the video, it was just to do with the thumbnail. because I was so annoyed at how good it looked. But yeah. Oh, sorry, RX, you asking questions, dude. Vesa. Well, and let me say something now. And I'm never going to go against someone like Finn because he's far ahead of me, right? I don't get, and maybe Rake will know more than I know about this because I know for sure he's been around for a while with it. Vesa and Hunter Hyperspace Alimac, whatever. They were like the go-to first trans heroes. Why on earth would they suddenly, a year and a half later, be considered absolutely trash? I'm not suggesting for 1 second that they're better than the other options, but people like talk about heroes like that as though they're garbage now, and you can't possibly use them. It's like, well, no, hold on. If they could clear, like, I know Hunter is used for void bosses and stuff like that still, right? But it frustrates me that people act like, oh, you can't use these heroes now because there's better ones. It's like, well, no, they could still do. It's like a more early game for some of you guys that are watching this. Equivalent to that is like people turn around and say like Horus and Valkyrie are shit, and it's like, well, no, they're not, because they could clear the early game 5 years ago. They could clear it up to the point you unlock the void campaign anyway. Like, that's what they were there for. Fair enough. But what I'm saying, I presume it's the same. Like, if you talk about, maybe not Star Expedition because it's just raw numbers, but if you talked about like the best team, they can't go from being, unless they get shut down, which they don't, unless they can't go from suddenly being right the meta pick, right, that you'd have on your team, to suddenly they're absolutely trash and shit and you can't use them. Yeah, Ben, and I get that. I'm not suggesting that Monkey isn't far better than him. I've got Monkey on my cat. Like, I get that, but it's so weird that people say they're just shit now. And it's like, well, it doesn't really work like that, does it? It doesn't suddenly mean they're not suddenly shit, because ultimately, where so much of the content in the game is PvE, that hasn't changed. Like, yes, I'm sure there's more levels to Void. I don't know when the last Void campaign level chapters got extended. But if that was the team to do it before, they can still do it now. Obviously, they might not be able to do newer levels, or you might need a bit more investment. But I just don't get the whole, they're shit. I don't. It's something that bothers me. It's like when you talk about first E5s. Yes, she is Rake, and I'm proud. I was probably one of the very first people to build Madeline, and she could get Destiny tonight, but we're not. We're going to Destiny Sylvie instead. We're going to Destiny Sylvie instead because she's a tenant for my Basilisk. I have the best Basilisk in the game, as you already know. Yeah, and I mentioned not that about Hunter, but about a couple of other things, especially artifacts, that it looks like. And I called this before Madeline came out. Look at the most recent heroes. Shield. 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 Does she have shields? But I said, it's going, because they're trying to get rid of the burst a little bit and trying to ramp up the survivability. I don't know whether that's to help whales survive in the Star Expedition and stuff like that. But I feel like we're moving more towards shields, and so certain things in the game are going to become more important. Yeah, Finn, I get that. And I don't dispute that they're not as good. But it's like when people say they're rubbish. And it's like people talk about the Eloise route for first E5s. And the thing that always gets brought up is min waves. And it's like, mate, I fucking completed min waves with a King Barton. Don't tell me that you have to use Eloise to beat Tower. Like, you just don't. And it's just it's an unhealthy attitude to have, is that it's so solo and being one way. Scooby, if you're a cop man to progress in VC, you won't progress in VC. Hi, by the way. You can't cop man your way to, so you're better off having. This is so funny. We were literally having this conversation earlier on in the stream. My personal opinion, is that you should go for an equal split of Stella and Cot until you get when you get your first trans hero, so you can V4 them. But then definitely you need to have much more Stella than Cot, because a Tree 5 hero, Transcendence, is going to do better than 2 V4 trans heroes, right? Like, so you and to be fair, there is a difference between being a Cot man and being a Cot man. Like, if you're just living on the edge and really struggling to get your final upgrades, okay, maybe. If you're talking about having like a 6 hero trans team and 2 of them are V4 and the rest have got nothing, that's terrible. Like, because they just don't have the power in them to do it. It's always good to like overstat one hero, your main hero. But it depends on the situation, and it depends what you mean by Cot man, because so many people think of Cot man as like, if I was to go here and go like that, oh, he's a Cot man, he's a Cot man. It's like, no, that's not what a Cot man is. A Cot man would be all of them all the time, just to try and ramp it up. Like, you've got to be really careful with what you do. But yeah, as long as you've got enough, depends where you are in the game. If food wise and hero wise, you are V4's your max level, then make sure you've got that with a little bit extra. But as I said, once you then want to start treeing, well, you need more Stella. I'm not. Leaf, 100%. 100%. I genuinely, I believe for a fact, we're going completely off piste. I love it. Sorry. Streams always do this. And I promise, I always try and keep on topic. Doesn't work. Again, you guys are seeing something that no one else is seeing. This is my first E5 tier list. Yeah, but Scooby should only help if she's leveled up enough. You can't just have an E5 Madeline or whatever and expect her to do stuff. The jump to V4 is impressive from E5. The jump from V4 to T5 with sublimations, like we talked about with Sylvie earlier, is like huge. And then obviously gargantuan when you go up to T5. Rake. No, it's funny. Do you know what? And I've been getting so many compliments about this. My videos recently, and I don't know how interest. Oh, yours is different because this is why, right? You do stuff in game, whereas I don't. I make the stuff and then do it. And the reason I do that is I don't trust myself to do it live, right? But do you have to redo stuff? Do you have to sit there and redo it or whatever? Because I will do a video, I'll do a cold run through, right? Where I don't really think too much about it. I'll do a cold run through. As I'm going through the video, even if I mess it up, I keep on going. And then I look back and I listen to it. It's like, right. And then I do it a second time. And normally it's the third time. I've worked out the kinks. I've worked out the part that I'm like, I forgot about this or whatever. And then I get it done on the third time. But yeah, it takes me at least 3 times to film a video, 100%. Which is another reason why it's a fucking pain to do like half-hour, 40-minute long videos. Because I really, I don't like doing cuts. I'm a one-take man. So I think don't you buy it in the Starry Gem Mall? I think you buy it in the I've never bought them. I don't know. But you have to buy them for Starry Gems, and I don't think it's a great deal, to be honest. Scooby, what are you saying? Russ. Yeah, Finn, I think so. And bear in mind, I'm flush with contract starries. Oh, I'm going to be buying some off Rake soon. I know it's a better deal to buy stuff with Starry Gems, but it's such a better deal than just spending money. Like how much event currency you get back and stuff. Yeah, but what I've done really well. People have said recently that I don't waffle. And it's like I really try and nail it down, because on my streams I go off like this. The issue is, right, my first run through on a video, say my first run through on a video, it's a 20-minute video. And then I think about the stuff I need to do, I cut it down, and exactly the same amount of stuff in the video, 14, 15 minutes. And then by the time the final thing goes out, it's 11 or 12 minutes. So I've cut out nearly half the video where it's just me talking about stuff that's irrelevant to the actual conversation. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm sure we all do stuff like that, man. I'm sure you're never going to show you getting ganked, are you? You're only going to show the good stuff. Living off contract diaries, Finn. Yeah, do you know what? It's funny. I was going to open up a ticket today on a SG Hub. I don't know why I didn't open it up. Oh, to be fair, I didn't open it up because my PayPal. I don't know how PayPal works properly, and I know I can pay through PayPal, but my PayPal's been weird, and so I didn't know. I've never paid someone through it, but I've accepted money through it. So I don't know if it works. If I just put my debit card information in, it just gives the money to SG Hub. I don't know how it works. So I didn't put a ticket because I didn't want to waste anyone's time looking at the ticket. But I'm going to buy some SG because I'm not going to buy too many relays, or I'll just buy the $15 relay to get the sign-in book. But yeah, it's so much better value just spending contract diaries. And obviously I can then get some great copies for my heroes. Oh yeah, Rake, 100%. Yeah, but you can't. And do you know what, right? It's so interesting because I've regularly thought in different content creators and whatever, I over the years, not in this game, but in other games, I've always thought it'd be quite refreshing to see them lose, right? Because when they're just smashing down all the time, you're like, well, that's not relevant. Clash Royale has a game called Merge Tactics within it. And there is a content creator on that, and he in half the time on his videos, he's losing. And it's like, right, I appreciate that he obviously isn't winning every fight, but to me, it came across as lazy almost that he didn't cut it and just do matches where he won. And obviously it's embarrassing that you're losing. So yeah, I completely get it. If you fight 3 times and you lost twice, redo it. Like 100% redo the fights. PayPal gives you 1 cent of registration to see if your bank account works. Yeah, but Pendix, I've done that, and then as I said, other stuff's happened. I'll need to figure it out. That's it, because I don't want to open up a ticket with them and then waste one of Rake's guys' time on it, and then it'd be like, oh, he's a time waster. So I need to figure it out first, and then I'll buy some CSG. I've got some on both accounts, so I don't have to worry about it. I can't remember who originally asked about E5s and stuff like that. I might have just made it up. But this is basically all the heroes that I think you can use as a first E5. Yeah. And also Rake as well. In this type of game, like, okay, I was about to say you. I couldn't fight you in the game and ever win, right? But say I fought someone, say I wanted to do like an arena video, and I wanted to turn around and say Basilisk is the best hero in the game. It'd be very disingenuous of me to then put out 50 fights where I've won, knowing that I've lost 100, right? But it's difficult because there's not really skill attached to it, is there? Obviously there's skill in crafting the team, but there's so much RNG fight to fight in an equally balanced fight. But losing I think gives it some authenticity to a point, especially when it's not skill based. But yeah, you can't just lose all the time. But as I said, saying that, I don't think you can win all the time either, because it just looks different. If you're talking about 3 fights, it's different. Because I was considering doing an arena video with Basilisk to show him off, and then I thought, like, no matter how way I cook it, it's going to look like I fudged the numbers. Like, because I can't show too many losses, because otherwise it's going to look shit. And yeah, I can't just show him winning, because people will be like, oh, I could do that with whoever. So it's difficult. But yeah, this is my E5 first tier list video. And this is what I am potentially fine changing little bits, but I think it's pretty much there. I think these are all the heroes that you could use as a first E5. And I would suggest, outside of Light and Darks, they're hard to build, which is why I've put them in Viable. I mean, Vulcan deserves to be there. Monkey and Aspen could obviously be up here, but they're hard to build. You could do it with King Barton as your main hero. You could get to basically where Eloise gets you I'm almost certain. But and then the stuff that you haven't got to, by the time you get to Monkey, he makes up that progress like no space, like no time whatsoever. It was actually a bit different, I think, before Monkey because it was hard. There wasn't that many, but that could do that. Especially, well, I say Hunter probably could, couldn't he? Adamac probably could. Yeah. Yeah, but you're never going to... If the thing is, if you were going to win 100% of the time, obviously you'd be up there, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's so... And the thing is as well, I imagine you get it a lot less, right? Because I've said this before, you're more respected. People, I haven't seen anyone mug you off. I see plenty of people... Poor Barry, bless his heart, gets ripped to shreds, but I haven't seen you get mugged off. You, I don't think, would get people criticising it. So I think you're also in a safer space because of the way you've done your content career. You've built that up, so you don't deserve any of it. But it's harder. It's so hard. What have you said? Yeah, Finn, I did as well. I was part of that period as well, Finn. I bought loads. Yeah, right. I don't know. Listen, people just aren't worth it. Like, my opinion's always been, we're talking about a free-to-play mobile game that some of us don't take the free-to-play too seriously. Why people throw hate around? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I just, it's so bizarre to me that we live in that kind of environment. But the problem is, whenever you get a bunch of losers on Reddit or Discord, whose life it is to sit there on Reddit and Discord, they just want to hate, and so you could do the best thing in the world and they'd still find a way of arguing. You said grass is green, they'd say, yeah, fuck off, it's blue. Like, that's the type of people they are. And it's just, yeah, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Admittedly, I have had more success on the Idle Heroes Discord recently. In fact, they've actually allowed me to go on the creator corner. I didn't ask. They actually offered it to me, bizarrely. Which is nice. But... And there is some good people on there. Like, there's a couple of people... Lex, I think, does quite a few bits on there and has been very helpful when I've asked stuff. But sometimes people, like, take me asking questions. As in me saying I think they're wrong. So, like, I was talking the other day. And again, Ben and that, it's good that Ben and Finn are here because I'm not gonna insult him because he was really helpful. Like, he did proper hand holding stuff for me the other day, but a lot of people get confused. So I asked the question about Mirror. Why, like, Mirror versus Demon Bell versus Sonata versus Spiritual Mirror? And my understanding is that I think the Demon Bell is better than the Mirror, but then the Spiritual Mirror is better than the Sonata. And I was talking to a couple of them and Dunstan, don't mug off, right? And then someone came in and said, oh, you do know, VH, that if they've got a yellow name tag, they're an official helper. So I said, yes. I wasn't questioning them because I think they're wrong. I want to know why they think the Mirror is better than the Demon Bell. Like, the Spiritual Mirror, the Elusive Mirror is better than the Demon Bell. Because it's all well and good telling people something, but if they don't understand the reasoning behind it, they're not really learning anything. Yeah, which was explained to me. I didn't. Yeah, listen, I still, yeah, Demon Bell. I still think if you're using it for energy feed, again, also it depends where you are in the game, right? I am mid game. For me, energy feed's going to be more important than what you guys are talking about. Same as like the spiritual, same as like the elusive mirror or spiritual mirror, the attack steal. I don't really need that now. So for me, it's a different artifact and I'm using it for different things than what you guys use it for. So I need to know why it's considered better so I can decide whether it's better for me. And so that if people ask me, I can give them an answer. But everyone seems to take queries and questions as like a direct attack. And it's like, no, I just want to know the answer. Like, why? If you don't want to explain it, don't explain it. But Yeah, don't just, if I turn around and say, what's better, this or this, just giving the flat answer doesn't really give any context behind it. I mean, to be fair, I did something against my own principles earlier. That cat, the soul symbol, the soul, star soul, I should have really asked why. Because I don't know why, and so therefore I'm probably going to forget it's the cat. Obviously, I've now got it, so that helps. No, but listen, be nice. I said Lex was nice, and he even went away and screen filmed something in game and then showed me it, because I was asking about Alakita. I was really interested in Alakita, and he was like really helpful and just explaining loads of it. And I was like, but I also feel like I annoy people on there sometimes with my questioning, like as in just because I'm asking questions, like, and I do get that. When people ask the same questions, I find it annoying, but I feel like I'm not asking this. I'm asking different questions. But yeah, it's a difficult one. Yeah, Ben, 100%. To be fair, I don't know why I don't ask you and Sean stuff. Well, I can tell you why I don't ask you guys more stuff on like the Discord and whatever. So I've got all of you in my DMs. I don't want to bother you. Like, I don't want to ask you guys like a whole row of questions and expect an answer. So I try and do it because my methodology is, if I ask in the official Discord, if people are sitting there reading it, it means they're prepared to put time into it. You're going for Aspen. I can hear my daughter upstairs. She's 11. And she's conference calling her friends. But they shout at each other all the time, man. I can hear her now. So irritating. Yeah, and Ben, to be fair, like the thing as well is that I would never ask a question and expect an answer straight away, even if it takes 24 hours or 48 hours, or even if you just turn around and say, well, I don't know, or yeah, whatever, that's fine. But I don't want to bother people with stuff. But especially when I'm sitting there making videos, like I want to try and put out, obviously, I want to put out the correct information. So trying to find out other people's opinions on certain things is important to me. Even if I end up potentially even disagreeing slightly, mainly due to where we are. Have I still not got the potatoes out of the bag? Did I not? Oh no, because I was showing someone something, wasn't I? I didn't even do this. Oh no, I have. Did I not get potatoes? Exactly, I think I should have taken the potatoes. Where? I swear I took the potatoes. What did I take? Did I just take core chests? No, don't say that. No. What the fuck did I take then? I don't know how to do that live. What's the best artifact for DTV? I know. Oh, again, this is so difficult, right? In my mind, he doesn't want an energy artifact, so therefore it's got to be Antler's Cane. Or I know that some people, because I've asked this question and this is the answer I got, was the Splendid Fan. The issue being, if you are asking the question, you're probably not in a position where you're going to get any use from the Splendid Fan, because that's much more late game and end game. It's personally one of my favourite artifacts, and I'm looking very much forward to building it. But yeah, it'd be Dantlers, I suppose. Yeah, Breath of Forest Spirit. Yeah. Hey, Ramazan. But Fan is, Ben, would I be correct in saying this? Getting there. I think the Fan looks amazing. And I think the Fan would be really cool with Madeline, but it doesn't give her 100 energy. It's got like a little self-inbuilt demon bell for her, for the person's self. I think it looks amazing. And it gives you a bit of a damage boost, which is weird. So it's more of a functional than defensive, you could argue. Even though it gives you the all damage reduction there, and extra shield, but it gives you attack, all damage dealt, it gives you energy. Yeah, Ben, exactly. But the thing is, if you ask in the Ida Heroes Discord, what's a good artifact for Vulcan, that's the answer you get back. And it's not wrong. I can see why it's correct. But we don't... I've done all of this already. Defensive artifacts become crucial late end game. Focus on main damage dealing artifacts and energy feed early game. So I'm already... Do not use Origin Chest for exotic shields. I feel like that needs to be tattooed on people's heads that do it. But yeah. So, I'm trying. Jonathan Davis. That's a new name. Jonathan. That's a fantastic question. So Jonathan has asked, for those that listen to me after this, I'm going to start repeating questions a little bit more. Hold on 1 second. Ben. Where have I put it? That's exactly what I put. Where is it? Where is it? Don't you fucking... What you've said there is exactly what I've put, and I'm gonna find proof so you don't think I've copied off of you. I put it in the tier list, man. Just to show, for all you fuckers that say I don't know anything, Ben is endgame. And I've said the same thing here. I think you should focus on a main offensive artifact first, grab some energy artifacts, then grab multiple Ruies, and the rest is account dependent. So, I think I'm getting there. Yeah, because it just depends what you want to do. Jonathan, I am very well. Thank you for asking the question. Do I like Basilisk? Yes. Let me explain why I like Basilisk and why I actually think, in hindsight, and this wasn't deliberate at the time, even though... do you know what? I say that. It might be Randy's fault because he had shields in my head. We are moving towards lots of decent shield heroes. Basilisk really works well with that because he doesn't like loads of CC in the team because of the way he functions. I've done a Basilisk guide. You can check that out. I won't go into it too much detail. But his main tenants, or his two big tenants, are Wukong and Sylvie, who both run shields and don't get in his way too much. Wukong can sometimes be a little bit rare. But so, like, if you look at most build guides, Aspen's like the first hero that people recommend that you build around, not your first trans hero, but the first one that you build around, because he's got Queen and Elena as his main tenants in the Cloud Island. So he's the easiest one to build because the two heroes that you're going to build to support him are already there. In the same way that if you've built Eloise as your first E5, you build Tex and Carrie because they're her tenants, so it just kind of makes sense. Admittedly now, it doesn't really matter because of the power creep. But yeah, so say here, Aspen has Queen and Elena. Perfect. Basilisk Boy has Wukong and Sylvie. Shields, fantastic. Helps him survive, etc. We now have Madeline, who runs off shields like a bitch on heat, which is great. Also works well with Basilisk because she CC sheds and boosts attack and damage with various different things. Probably check out Rake's Madeline guide rather than mine, whatever. And then we have Melissa, who just ties it all together. So I actually think Basilisk is like the Aspen 2.0 because he's a really easy hero to build around. Naturally, like you're not trying to force things to happen. Yeah, it's just nice. And you could transcend from this to more of like a standard basic account and go down the Aspen route, like all the noobs do. Or keep Basilisk. And if you're building someone like Madeline, which you probably should because you've got more shields here, you could always then transition into a Williams team if you wanted to go down a different route. Still a little bit off meta, but still pretty meta because Madeline's a tenant. And then you've got other great heroes. But yeah, I think I've really enjoyed it, Jonathan. And I've enjoyed doing it because I'm learning loads of new stuff. You can't really ask people for advice because no one else has really bothered building him, apart from everyone in the chat here, to be fair. But I've had loads of fun. I think he's been great. He's been doing some good damage for me, and I'm really happy. Yeah, Ben, agreed. RX. Yeah, Dan, that's what Ali has done. It's like an Alikita thing. You can do it. The downside is if it doesn't work round one, you're a bit fucked for round two. So it's like, it's just a little bit tricky. Yeah, Finley, that's exactly right. What you said there about the artifact thing. I'm happy that we're all on the same page. And also, Aspen's such a good boss damage dealer, so he does help in that. RX, would I recommend building Basilisk as second trans? 100%, because you build Wukong as your first trans, and then you build Basilisk, and you've got your first tenant for Basilisk already. Would I build that route? If I could restart, I think if you're free to play, there's obviously a lot more time between trans heroes. Wukong and no, to be fair, yeah, because early game, Basilisk just one hits fucking everything. And you're still going to be early game with one or two trans, especially free to play. So I probably would. I then would almost say to you, actually, I'd go Madeline third and then Sylvie fourth. Queen's got a bit. I still think Queen's essential because of the all damage. Zeko, is Wukong good without being trans? Wukong is amazing as a base hero. And the thing is as well, why should you regress your Garuda to E5 him? Fuck yeah. Get the chicken lady out of here. Build Wukong. Build him. Why not? And then you've got the trans hero ready to go. Wukong's better than Garuda, 100%. It's just normally difficult to build Wukong because of the light food. But if you're doing the hero exchange, yeah, go for it. Ben, he absolutely does. I know Aspen's still, and yeah. For those that don't know, I don't know how many newbies we've got in tonight. Well, beginners. Aspen peters out a little bit in PvE because if he doesn't kill someone, he doesn't do damage overspill, he doesn't do enough damage. But in bosses, one of his abilities does extra damage to bosses in lieu of that, and he's just a fucking monster. RX, you've already got an E5 Williams, but now I'm tempting you down a Basilisk route. Fucking join. Join the club, bro. I can't tell you. In fact, I think all of the mods here, in fact, they have. Don't ask me why I average 25 people watching and I've got 4 mods, but I fucking have, right? All of them are Basilisk mains. And it wasn't like deliberate. We haven't... Kay probably did a little bit, but certainly me and Ali... And I want to say Randy, like we all just done it. And it was just, yeah, and it's just happened. Zeko, nice man. When I came back, I had E5 Horus, E5 Valkyrie, E2 Sigmund, E1 Aspen. I then went to the relic shop. And this is why I became a content creator. I think I can just about call myself that. Maybe I need to get to 1,000 subs before calling myself it. Does it even show up? Oh, no, it doesn't. I bought Aspen copies with relics. And then about 2 days after playing the game, restarting the game, there was an event where I got Transcendence Hero chests because I spent some money. And I was like, why the fuck have I now got 16 Aspens sitting in chests? Because that just didn't exist 6 years ago. Like, at all. Zeko, honestly... You're the perfect person to watch my beginner guides, bro, because we're like the same people. Like we left at the same time and come back at similar time. So I would 100% go and look at loads of those beginner guides because there's stuff in there about all the changes. There's a couple of videos I never got round to doing because I didn't know enough about it to do the video. A lot of my beginner guides were geared towards the new stuff, like Celestial Island and all the stuff in the marketplace and Tower of Brave, the newer bits. But I never got around to doing the Void. Because the beginner guides didn't do particularly well, and I was still relatively new to it. I didn't feel comfortable doing a video on it. I might do one now. Oh, nice. Pac-Man, how you doing? Pac-Man's actually the only. Do you know what? And I'm going to tell Paco this to his face. Paco, you're not allowed to be a. Paco's our newest mod on Discord. Paco's not allowed to be a mod on YouTube unless he's a Basilisk main, because Randy, Ali, and Kay are all Basilisk mains as well as me. So if you want to get that tag next to your name, you're gonna have to change up everything. But saying that, you're a Patricia main, aren't you? Is that what someone said earlier, Pac? In fact, you might deserve it for that. It's not racism. How's he racism? Well, anti-Spanish. No, unfortunately not. There's criteria to be mods. There is criteria, and Paco to be. Oh, do you know what, Paco? Because you're a Patricia main, you might get it. You might get it. You might get it. To be fair, Sandy's probably next in line anyway. Ben, we do need to talk about stuff. Okay, look, for fuck's, do you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't Sylvie. It's like an hour ago. Right, don't say that too loudly, Zeko, because I'm supposed to promote the Discord more. It's always in the description. I always forget to mention the Discord. Always forget to mention the Discord. Excuse me, Paco. That should be your life goal, is to be a mod here. No, it doesn't. Listen, Dan. I like anything slightly off meta, and I think Williams. I don't know if I'd consider Williams off meta now. I think he's got enough hype behind him that I'd probably call him meta. But I like Williams. Oh, I didn't know I could do that, Zeko. Listen, bro. As everyone here knows, I am such a scrub. I mean, I said the Idle Heroes Discord. I was on there a couple of days ago, and one of the role managers messaged whilst I was talking to someone else and said, "Oh, check your bio." And the person just before me had been given the troll role, so I thought, "Oh, here we go. They're fucking giving me the troll role for some reason." And I said, I couldn't even figure out how to find out what roles I was. So I had to ask them to tell me how to do it. No, but Ben, what I mean is, you know what I mean. I would consider the meta picks not so much to be the best picks, right? I would say the meta picks are Aspen, Mockman, Vulcan, because they're the standard picks. Allocator, Patricia, Basilisk, Blow. Not they're not as good, but just they're. And then Williams, I think, kind of hovers in between because people still don't really build him. I don't, or not many people. He's still not the one that people want, and way too many people. And I might just do a video straight up on it. Not enough people seem to understand that. Oh, well done, Zeke. We'll see you in there. That Wukong isn't a damage dealer just because he does loads of damage when you first get him compared to all the little squishy things you're hitting. He ain't anywhere near as you go into it. Ramazan. Yeah, Mockman. I'd consider Mockman to be alongside, because Mockman's known to do really well in later stage Void campaign. So people build him. And he's quite cool, isn't he? But yeah, I'd say he's considered. Those are the three mains in my head. When people say what's the main damage dealers, those are the three that I'd say. It's Mockman, Vulcan, and Aspen. It's not that they're the three best. It's just they're the three. Yeah. Yeah, Rake. I don't get it. I don't know whether it's just like a miscommunication with people because he can sometimes do it obviously in PvP, but you go, and sometimes even in Void campaign he can do bits, but they don't seem to grasp that over 1 or 2 rounds he might out damage certain people, but he's not a damage dealer. He's a phenomenal support who does a little bit of damage as well. Paco, fuck off. Yeah. But the thing with RNG, in this game, it just doesn't matter as much because you can keep on re-going, right? I don't like RNG in this type of game. Which is why I don't like also, like Patricia, the thing that turns me off Patricia is all the different things like interstellar armament and stuff. So you have to get different layers on her and all that kind of stuff. And I just think, oh, it's just fucking, what if it doesn't work? Like, it's a lot harder work building her than it is building Aspen, who just goes ding and does what he needs to do. Yeah, but Luke, it's funny. She's still, this goes back to the earlier the earlier discussion about Vessa and say Ailamag. She used to be able to do things. Well, she still can do things. It's just there's better versions of her now, right? So there's no need to build Shia. But she can still absolutely wreck stuff. Like 100% she can still wreck stuff. Finley, thank you so much for joining us, dude. I'll see you later. Yeah, see, Rake's backing me up. Vulcan, Mockman, Aspen, and he said there that he forgot to put it that Williams is kind of non-meta. Off-meta. Not non-meta, off-meta. I think is more fair. Pendlix. The thing, it's really difficult. The difficulty PvE is that well, listen, do you know? Oh no, I need to Destiny Sylvie, for fuck's sake. I've been saying it for an hour. Yeah, Williams is a wrecking ball. And controversial take. Hey, me and Rake are best buds. Gaggy's cool, but the thing with someone like Gag. Oh no, right. Everyone, stop distracting me. Let me fucking test. I still haven't got the fucking potatoes. Rake was here an hour and a half ago. No, hour ago, and I was like, I need to get some potatoes, and then he jumped in and talked about potatoes, and I still haven't done it. Addy's my baby boy. That'd never change. Addy's my king. Why jury on Sylvie? I love her taunt. Her taunt's only at 60%. With control immunity people have built in, it doesn't work. Since I've put this on her, she's been taunting everyone. So it makes her tanky, it gives her control precision, it makes her quick. So it's fine. You can't be a cock. Don't be a cock, man. As I said, your first hero, go 5 and 5. 5 mil cot, 5 mil stellar, get them up to V4, and then start building up your stellar so you can build up your second hero. And by the time you build up your second one, you probably then have a little bit. You should have stellar left over. And then I'd say by the time you build your third one, that's when you should start looking treeing whoever your main damage dealer is going to be. But it depends what you're picking, bro. Oh, right, for God's sake, I need to do this. Have I still not pulled the potatoes out of the bag? Oh my God. Right, I need 350,000 potatoes. I'm not looking at chat for a minute. Just fucking let me get the potatoes out. Like I'm blaming you guys. I've got the attention span of a small child. I really want to ask for advice which chests to take it out of, but I'm not going to look. It's got relics in it. I don't want to use relic chests. I can see stuff popping up on the chat, but I'm not looking for a minute. I'm not ignoring people. Well, I am. Actually, I don't know why I said that. I'm ignoring you until I've figured out. Well, I'm just going to pick it from here. That's got core of. Listen. Just fucking do it. Right. Let's see how much more I need. 125,000. Okay. Oh, I could have got one perfect stack from the rewards. I still don't know where my rewards went. Why the fuck did I get sub? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are you doing? What are you doing? 150. Oh, I don't want to spend these on this. That's 50 of them, bro. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 40 of them. I'm going to do 38, so it leaves it at 3. So it leaves it at 300 bang on, and then I feel like I've actually contributed more to the account because it's now a nice round number. So let's do 38 and see where we are. I think we're going to be 5 short or 6 short. See why everything takes me forever, can't you? Honestly, it is a wonder that I ever get anything done. So we're 5 short. That's fine. Why is there no shitty little chests that will just give it to me? I'm not. No. Don't do this. Don't you fucking do this to me. Briefly looked at the comments. I'm looking straight back. Oh, I'm going to have to use more of them. Oh, to be fair, it will only be a few, won't it? Oh, it's a round number now, for fuck's sake. Pissing me off. Oh! Use your early game knowledge. Fuck. Still 3 grand short. I don't think there's any other way of me buying it. I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. Oh, what a waste, bro. What a fucking waste. Right. I literally just have to get one as well. It's going to leave me on 299. I think that's worse than if it was multiple off. Oh, right, okay. I haven't done a call yet. We're not quite there yet. Yeah, you are distracting me, Ben. I'm not a hell streamer. Panda, listen. You're relatively new here. Your name's... Yeah, definitely is. It's going to come up on the screen, yeah. Panda, has your name been coming up on the screen? Your name... Oh, I think your name's missing from the fucking chat. I'd done it because I definitely put it in the video, but I'm thinking now I didn't put it in the... Sorry, bro. I'll get that sorted for next stream. Right. And Pendlex. Listen. Stuff like the Dragon Brew on Sylvie. I'm full of great ideas. Don't get me wrong. I have some horrendous takes. But I also have some alright ones. I'm not sure I got distracted. At this point, I blame you lot more than me. It's got to be that. I'm not just going to do it, obviously. I guessed that just from the look of it, and it is correct. Phenomenal. So we need 6 from here. So we've got 10. I'm not doing that. Let's just open up from here. Let's just do this. Fantastic. Yeah, isn't it, Pack? It is crazy clickbait. I listen. Do you know what's funny? Liam, who wasn't me honest in the comments, right? He I don't know where he lives, but he asked me to put timestamps in the video. And I feel so that's why I've actually started trying to put the in the thumbnail, like kind of what the schedule of order is. Can you imagine trying to fucking timestamp this video? How on earth would I timestamp it? The timestamp would be starts to Destiny Sylvie, waffle for an hour and 20 minutes. He's done it. And so it's like I'd feel embarrassed doing the timestamp because I don't think that would engage people to watch the VODs. I'd much rather try and lure them in with false promises of being efficient, and then they stay for the cadence of my voice and my lovely atmosphere that I managed to keep going with you chaps. But who knows? Who knows? Oh. To be fair, I've got to be careful because I want to... Shit, I've already fucked it up. No, I haven't, because I know nothing about this. Everyone's in shock that I know nothing about something in the game. I get to upgrade my temple. Ah, yeah, I can. I fucking can. Ramazan, and that's the beauty of it. I love the fan, but nah, sorry, I nearly got distracted halfway through talking. I love the fan. I am trying with Sylvie to go more down the CC route, and so what that means is, what do I need to level up? I can do that. Sure, I can't. I mean, it'd be Wukong. I'm so stupid. No comments. You know where I'm clicking. To chaos. What the fuck is going on? What am I getting confused here? Yeah. Sure. Oh yeah, sorry, but I didn't even look at that. Yeah, oh my goodness gracious me. But do you know what's crazy, right? Honestly, do you know what's fucking crazy? And I didn't ever want to ask anyone. He's already... Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Pendix, to be fair. Right. I didn't know what transition skill was and I was too embarrassed to ask. So, you know, like this stuff here. Ooh. Probably want that, actually. That's quite good. I didn't know that if I clicked on here, that it was a whole new skill. This is right. So this is why I've been asking more stuff in the official Discord, right? Because I need to get my knowledge level up, right? I didn't know that this was tied to this. I just thought that this was tied to passive 1, passive 2, passive 3, active skill. I just had no idea. And I didn't know that this was then why they were good, because this is the Nirvana skill. I didn't know that, any of that. And this is the problem when we look at like creators or anyone, not just creators, who are really far into the game. They don't even think to explain that, because to them, well, duh. But to me, I had no idea. No idea. Yeah, and Ben, I get that, but I didn't know. Yeah. So I feel really newbie explaining that. But that's, yeah. That's the reality of it. Right. Now, someone explain to me. Chaos 2. Surely Chaos, but surely Melissa's Chaos. Oh, because she's only level 30. Why is she only level 38? I must have ran out of stuff and just didn't realise. How funny. Right. So I can have leveled up already. I think. West Ham, Randy. Yeah, boy. Right, there you go. So, I need 5 heroes so I can upgrade someone to, which would be Bazzy, obviously, if I've got the stuff. I don't even know if I've got. I will have it in the bag, but it depends on. So I need 3 more Aurora stones. Oh, God, I actually just need to pull 3 stacks out. No, that doesn't work like that. Yeah, it does. 3 stacks out of the chest. But like, yeah, 3 stacks out of the chest. I've got loads of chests. Thanks, Randy. Wait a minute. How did that occur? That's not going to be enough, is it? No. Why did I think that was going to be enough? Did I only need 2? What the fuck was I doing there? Quick maths gone horrendously wrong. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Right. Ali has got his brothers down. Down? Maybe it's across. He's in Texas and his brothers are far away, separate from each other. So he's been spending the holidays with his family. He's been working a bit less during the holidays and spending more time with his family. So obviously we're all really happy for him. He's managed to spend so much time with his brothers because he does get on with them, which is obviously fantastic to hear, isn't it? Oh, Zeko, bless you. You don't have to do that, dude. What are you doing? You're more than you can do whatever you want. You don't have to give money for help, bro. $2 pays for my Monster Energy drink. I appreciate it. Thanks, Echo. Yeah, so it's good things that he's not here. It's for good reasons he's not here. And we all just want Ali to be happy. I think he is happy at the moment. Yeah, so I just think I didn't realise I didn't have enough. So, yeah, absolute W for Zeko. So 70 times 4 is 280. So let's do 350,000 and see where that lands us. Lands us. We'll do 12. I reckon that should be enough. Those chests are going to go down, aren't they? Actually, no, they're not, because you only get to 6. No, so I think we're all right, actually. I think that's a healthy amount. Well, I wouldn't say it's healthy. There you go. We can't go any further because we need 1 more of the lower level ones. Oh, do you know what? No, I haven't got the cores. Now, Zeko. You donated me $2. You've bought me a drink for tomorrow. So here's what we're going to do. The reason I'm laughing is because everyone hates Fantasy Factory with a passion. I fucking love it. Oh, I got to the jigsaw point. I'm just quickly going to do the jigsaw. Out of interest, you said if I'd done a video on it, what are you particularly interested in learning about it? Because I'm not... You've never done it. Oh, okay. That's fine. For a start, this is the jigsaw part. When you open up your game, down the bottom, like, of the screen, like here, there'll be like a 0 out of 9. Every time you complete a page, it goes up, and when you get to 9, you get this. This is what we want. This is great because this gives us loads of extra stars, which we use for rewards, and I'll show you that shop in a second as well. Once I've just cleared this won't take 2 seconds. The good thing is with these have all been cleared over the years, so you can just go on Reddit and find the answers to them. There's exact ways of doing this. This is, as I said, the special stage. Your normal stages haven't got like perfect clears like this. Let me just do it. But no, I haven't done a video. I'm going to do a little, again, this is the problem, man. I've got so many bloody mini-series. No, and do you know what, Zeko, it's not. Do you know why I'm going to suggest that as well? I can't stand watching videos from people that just clip stuff from their streams, because it's filled with a lot of fluff where they're talking to their people like we're talking now. And I find it, to be fair, to not be particularly helpful. I also hate, because I've done it before, I've done like account videos, like my own account. And I hated recording it. So it's just not something I'm interested in. But there will be a little mini... I've done one on Card Clash, which will be next, but I haven't done one on Fantasy Factory. And the reason I suppose I haven't done one on Fantasy Factory is because it's not particularly... It's not that it's not difficult. Look at those stars. It's just, well, you fill in the spaces, man. And then you build up your stars. You can buy more lucky... So every lucky candy you use, you get 1 piece. Every one of these is worth 1 point. So basically for every lucky candy you release, getting 4 stars. Then you go into the exchange store and you spend the stars. What you should really do is buy the cheapest first couple of bits. You buy the hammers and then you buy these excess stars. You might think to yourself, why are you spending 40 for 10? That's terrible value. The idea is you save them up so in later editions you can push further down. Yeah. But the actual core game itself there's not a lot to say, to be fair. Click the buttons. You normally start on the edge and work your way around. You can rotate and then you click yes to commit it, and yeah. I don't do this on stream because people get bored of it, even though I love it. I love Fantasy Factory. I can sit here for hours doing Fantasy Factory. Same as Card Clash. I wish Card Clash was like a longer event. I love Card Clash. But again, the stream get bored. So I'm not allowed to do it, unfortunately. Yeah. But so I don't know what it's like free to play. Do you know what I can't wait for, right? I said to myself, when I started this career, when I started this journey, let's call it a journey, I said that I wanted to get to Christmas still doing videos, and I have. My next target is anniversary event. I want to get to anniversary event. If I get to anniversary event and I decide to carry it on, I will do a proper, not, and this isn't throwing horrible shade, this is kind of joking, not like a million contract starry gem free to play account. It will be a free to play account using all the stuff from anniversary, all the free shit. So yeah, and I'd love to do a proper free to play account series because that is hard. So when people say, like you said there, Ben, save up the honey stars, I don't know how long it is for free to play to save up stars to make it worth it. Is it like 10 months worth? And is that worth it? Obviously it's worth it because you might as well, right? But like, I don't know what it is. My experience is I normally get an artifact every fucking event because of the way I do it. But yeah, right. Do you know what we're gonna do? Do you know what we're gonna do? Ben, do you reckon I should get a wildfire torch? Just tell me now. I don't use Natalie because but I can see why Natalie would be amazing for Basilisk. I think. Yeah, bright blessing, all that good stuff. Yeah. Ben, I'm struggling with Valkyrie. Do you reckon I'm at a point where, look, I've got plenty of artifacts. Should I buy myself? I'm not going to deify it. Should I just buy myself a wildfire torch? Because I feel like, yeah, here's the problem. It depends what you mean by everything. I don't have everything. I've got my Dantlers. I've got my Lingering. I've got my Splendid Rui. I've got my 2 mirrors. I can build up my Snow Heart. No, probably I can get 2 of... It's at least 2 to make it useful. I know, Ben, but I'm really struggling with Valkyrie. And do you know what? I'm looking at it thinking to myself, why am I putting myself through all this stress when I could just use that? And I feel like it could be useful. Because... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's... I hope no one's ever done that. Change an orange artifact. Oh, so you can't change... No, surely you can. Surely you can change a base mysterious artifact. Oh, you can. I'm tempted to exchange that. Because then it's like I haven't bought anything. So I feel like I'm not building a wildfire torch. It's just there. It's cost me 320 replacement coupons, but I haven't got anything else to exchange. I've got some shards I can exchange, but not loads. I could buy them with gems. I've got like 400,000 gems. I'm doing it. RX. There's... I can tell you what definitely wrecks it is not playing a lot. So if you're playing every day, not just doing Idolmaster, but you're actually in the game doing stuff, it will increase it over time. Mine's sitting at 5,862. It was at 19,000, but the last couple of weeks I haven't been playing loads because I've been making videos. So it drops if you don't play. Outside of that, spending money, it increases. And when your account hits 130 and you start progressing in the Void campaign, again, it will increase. I would suggest, I can't remember, are you free, RX, are you free to play? I can't remember if you said you are or not. If you're free to play, it doesn't massively matter because you're not going to get loads of Prism Starry gems. If you aren't free to play and you're spending, it will go up naturally. It just takes some time. So, we're going to see. I got Wildfire Torch. Fucking brilliant. Okay. You. Yes. RX. Yeah, I don't get Power. I think Paco's trying to make a joke, but I didn't understand it either. RX, what you just said didn't make sense. I am not free to play, but I'm trying not to be. That's right, Paco. Listen, man, you're at work, bro. Or you're at home chilling with the family, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Giant Killer Defier. For those that weren't on stream earlier, last week, I got it first hammer. I wasn't even going to do it. I was like, oh, I had 25 hammers, so I was like, should I just try it? And I just got it. Got you, RX. Got ya. It's really difficult. I think the game is obviously more fun if you spend. I don't know if I've got anything else to add to that. It's more fun if you spend. It's difficult. I think you could 1,000,000%. become a player or a person that spends 20-30 bucks a month on a game and have a really good time of it still. I think depends where you are in the game. Also, if you've already got quite a good account economy, i.e. you've been a spender but you want to stop, go on Bastix, fucking do something, you bitch. To be fair, I haven't got attribute reduction in Purify. I think it's difficult. I think a free-to-play player from the beginning is a difficult route, man. But once you'll say 2 years... I was lied to. I was told it was going to help me. I haven't changed anything else other than that. So I like expecting it to work. But yeah, once you've lasted a couple of years and you've built up some because of Realms Gate and all that stuff and Card Clash, then it's fine. Especially now with the amount of awakenings you get. But it is rough. It is rough for a free to play. It is rough. Paco, see you later, dude. Yeah, I finally got their pack. Mate, listen, I don't like the cannon shell. Personally. Oh, yeah, it needs attribute reduction purify because he's just done nothing. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, everyone's on this stage, bro. This is the killer stage. This is the one that everyone hates. I mean, I haven't helped myself whatsoever because I haven't changed anything. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Oh no. Okay. I am running. That's going to happen straight off the fucking bat, isn't it? Right, let's do that. It's not the crit damage that's hurting me, is it? Might put Elena in. I can't do that. Zeko. Probably not. I don't know what it depends how many... It depends what your gem income is. What can you spend? Like 3,500 gems? Probably is worth it, but it's one of them that it will take a while to build up to be worth it. You're not going to see immediate rewards from it. I personally prefer Card Clash to spending my gems on for the rewards, but it depends. Hey Raymond, how are you, sir? Let's try that again. Ali, there he is. How you doing, dude? We were talking about you earlier. Sandy, how are your brothers? And when are they? Or have they gone back home? Only nice things, we were saying. I was promised results. Ben told me if I got the wildfire torch that I'd start winning. He fucking lied to me. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. I think I'm going to put Elena in because she can shed this, because now I'm not running Control Purify. I'm going to need a little bit more help shedding that CC. Who do I replace? I mean, Sylvie's doing fuck all for me. Brilliant. It's not her fault. It's not her fault at all. I don't know why I said that. Right, seems craziness. Let's try it. Let's try it. Shield gang. Yeah, boy. What's the time? I've got to be off 9:30 sharp. More blacklist tonight. More blacklist. Oh. Aspen is infinitely easier to build around. though Williams has just got Madeline as a tenant. So Raymond, I don't really think it makes much odds to you, bro. I think they're both massive nuke hitters, aren't they? I don't know who else is Williams' tenants. Obviously, he's got Madeline. I don't know how much he's got. How much attack? It's like 32 million or something like that. It's not crazy, but I just can't. I didn't fucking put the Purify on. Oh my god. I didn't put the Purify on. So I changed stuff and then didn't change what I was supposed to change. I've got to do that. I've got to do the attribute reduction because I'm hitting like a wet noodle. Koji, it is 34 million now because we just Destiny 6 D6'd him. Asmo. Fuck. Do you know what I'm tempted to do? And now this might sound stupid. I am tempted to put Rui on Wukong, and I need him to stun everyone round one. So then Bazzi can fucking pop off round two. I know he's going to take some damage, but let's hope he doesn't get hit by because the Valkyrie doesn't burn everyone with her retaliation to get in CC'd. But that might work, especially with Wildfire Torch that Ben told me was going to be really, really good. Let's try that. Let's take it off Sylvie. My darling, my love. This doesn't fucking work. I'm telling you that right now. Right now. Doesn't work whatsoever. I was cheated. His Wukong, there is. Let's put that on you. Oh wow, so it's got Sylvie and Madeline. Well, it's like having Wukong. It's not, but it's kind of like so the shield's working. That's nice of them. Why the fuck has it taken them to now to put together tenants that make sense? Yeah, RX. Just hope and pray. No, I'm joking. I don't. Who's your main at the moment? Did you say your main was still Eloise? Because if it's Eloise, I'm surprised you're struggling. If anything, Eloise is weird, right? Because you want to run. I don't know technically what people recommend. I remember doing it on someone's account. Yeah, that's it. I done someone's account and used just their Horus because you don't want your teammates dying and you don't want to burst them down because you take all the damage. But it's not even just that, right? I think with Eloise as well, you want to. I think you really want to limit her attack. I suppose you run like that anyway, don't you? But like even down to. It depends how big your treasure train is. Because you really don't want to do a lot of damage. You really don't want to do a lot of damage. You want to really chip away at them, like, silently. I've done it with King Barton, and I've done it with Horus like that, where it's just trying to make them almost as weak as possible, as tanky as possible. So try and limit the attack, but increase the HP. It's like a war of attrition, and eventually you get there. Eventually you just get there. Okay, Ben. I'm listening to you, Ben. Ben's giving me all the sage. I don't know why I didn't do it to anyone else. Right, Ben. We've got this together, bro. No, what did you say? Dot purify everyone. That makes perfect sense. I don't know why I didn't do it. I was saying I think I possibly thought, oh, because if they're getting locked up by Holmes Young, then it's all fucking irrelevant. what you're saying. I trust you. Oh God, how many people have I just changed over? I don't have this many. How's there another one? I think I already had it on him. Dragon Rui Monkey, attribute reduction Basilisk. That's fine. That's done. No, that's what I did do. Did I? Have I done that now? Yeah. Because it's the Valkyrie's attack nerf stacks up and just becomes horrendous. How much SG? I'll check it in a second, Rands. I don't know. Yeah, I know, because that's how I beat the last wave, was just waiting for the retaliations to not hit Basilisk. Oh, mate, this is the one. Fucking pop off, you bitch. Do it. Fucking do it. All my own idea. I didn't need no help from no one. I don't need no crown. Ben, thank you so much. That's cool. Look at that. He just needed a pop. That's all he needed to do. He just needed a pop. Yeah, boy. That's a shockingly difficult wave. Koji, you don't need to go back. You don't need to go back in the VOD. What happened was, I discovered a brilliant way of defeating them, and then I just done it. And no one gave me advice. I've got to change it all around. I'm not changing it all around. Now we've done 7-1-1, we'll go on to something else. I can't think of anything worse than sitting here mindlessly doing Void campaign. Oh, sorry. How much did... I didn't see your attack, did I? I can't fucking see a message where you've asked me what the attack is. Still can't see one. 34 million. He's just been D6'd. Listen, that took about 3 hours, dude. I started destinying Sylvie, and then 2 hours later we hadn't finished it. Everyone was distracting me, and so it's their fault. Okay, let me just make something vitally clear to you. You said the other day you beat me. I was so confused. I faced you 20 times. And you didn't make it past round 1. So what kind of black magic you did to beat me, I don't know. I don't understand it. Because I couldn't replicate the data. Yeah, basically. So yeah, I understand that you got lucky once beating me. That's fine. It will never happen again on this account. You will beat my non-meta account for sure. But that will catch up. It's already in the process of catching up, to be fair. It surely wasn't your old team. I think it was. Sorry, Cam, I'm trying to read your message. I don't know what you meant. I think it was my old. Oh no, I don't even think it was old team. Like, I think I hadn't set anything up. I certainly wouldn't have had Madeline in it. I don't think. I would have thought. Pendix, I'll fight you, bro. I'll fight you. Probably not going to play Elena anyway. And I am going to change that. Oh yeah, because I got Wildfire Torch still. That would have been funny going into the fight with that, wouldn't it? I don't want you. Why now can't I find what the fuck is going on here? Right, where are you? You're there. Ooh, I could make a snow heart now. I'm not going to. Ow. There's no point putting that on her, is there? There's no point putting an awful lot on her. Let's get the Sonata. Oh no, because we're going to use Queen. No point having one. Is there a point of having one Willow Winter? Yeah, I suppose. I've got, well, listen, I've got the two. I can just, I need to break that apart. Nah, let's not worry about that now on stream, because I haven't got long left on stream. Let's not worry about it. Is this like a stupid decision? I'm just going to trust that he does his job. That's what I'm going to do. I don't even know if I've done. Yeah, okay, that's my next thing, but it's going to take me. I've already spent so much time wasting random shit. Yeah, Appendix, you've got bloody. This is the problem, because you've got Betty on PvP. It's just not almost a fair fight. Because I feel like she's just going to shut me down. Jury Sylvie, Ali, yes, man. Yeah, it's just unfortunate you got because you got the Betty. So PvP fights are almost a bit irrelevant. Because I can't do anything against it. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for me, unfortunately for you. But yeah, I say this to the others. I just don't like. I prefer this for every other game mode. Obviously, PvP. Betty's the fucking king, right? And Void Vortex. But she's just so cheesy, and it's like impossible to break through that. Go on then, Randy. I'll fight you. Let's fight a proper team. Where are you? Star Soul, Basilisk, and a D10. Madeline. Let's fight you. No, because I feel like you've you're going to set me up there. Breaks out the stun and just does that. Oh no, Ben, I know there's ways of countering it. What I mean is I'm not there yet. I haven't got the play in my account. I know obviously it is counterable, otherwise everyone would run it. But that's why I suppose people in the late game don't run Betty, because she's cheesy, so she's good for like the mid game, but the second you get to late game, my Basilisk isn't getting off. Randy, we're going to do this a couple more times. We can do this a couple more times. You've put Finn in your team. I've only just realised it. Okay. Beating me with Finn. You know what would be hilarious if you got a shapeshift off against me? That would make me laugh. Yeah, I just can't. And the problem, obviously, not the problem, it's great because I have one. The problem with Basilisk is that he does so many hits, it's almost irrelevant having Unbending Will on because he just procs through it. Yeah, so really, I need... Do you know what might work? No, because it's not working, is it? I need to... Yeah, go for it, Kay. I need to get another CC on you. Yes, taunt. Right, because he can only shed one. He can only shed one. This might be it. My Basilisk is going to fucking pop him. Yeah. Yes. I know that's not your full team. I know you put Finn in there to iron me up. But I am well happy. I said I just need to get a second CC so we couldn't purify it. But you didn't that side, did you? It all lines up with Mad Lion, I suppose, doesn't it? Ah, and you got the pet. Oh, Randy, listen, I can't brag because you put an E5 Finn and an E5 Arania. I didn't even realise the Norton Hague was E5 as well. But you tried to bully me, and I'm happy that I got 1 out of 10. I need to get the upgraded Phoenix. Oh! Shit. Someone asked me... Oh, okay, right. I need to do treasure coupons. Tickets. But I've got to be done by 9:30 for Blacklist. Koji, which one are you? Sid Kagengu. Kagenu. Let's try this out. Oh, another Betty. But to be fair, I'm a lot more leveled than you. It'd just be quite embarrassing if I didn't. Scooby. That's it. Sorry, you commented earlier. I fucking love Blacklist, bro. We're in season 3. I don't watch TV. I find it mind-numbing and I end up falling asleep. But if me and my wife get into a series, I can really enjoy it. And Blacklist is something we're both really into. So I'll only watch a TV series if it's with her. Oh, Koji, why does everyone say that? Everyone, oh, it's my gala. It's my CT. James Spader's a phenomenal actor. Phenomenal. Showing around Ali. Sorry, I missed Ali's comment. I am showing him who's boss. Right. Let's see if there's any scrubs on here that we can beat up. Is there any scrubs knocking around? Is there any scrubs knocking around? Oh, what's this guy? What's this guy's team? He's got a Basilisk, and a Wukong, and a Sylvie. Nah, to be fair, it's a completely unfair fight, obviously. I still don't get how you beat my team. Did your Betty just lock me up? Okay. Because even if it wasn't my best team, I'm still not getting that because you're so underpowered compared to mine. Obviously, I've spent a lot more on the accounts holder, so it's not a dig at all. But I just can't grasp. Ah, right, okay. It was my old. Because the thing is, if Betty locks me up, and then you've got Basilisk nuking me down. Randy. All right, Randy. Go on in. What you got here? What you got for me? You got normal Betty. Sylvie's going to absolutely destroy me. And you've got Madeline's core. Of course you've got Madeline, but you've... I haven't activated a core. No, you didn't, Koji. There's no way you beat my current lineup. Not a chance. I didn't see that. To be fair, I didn't see that. Nah. No. No, to be fair, Ali, Randy's very much like you. He's not putting out his strongest team. He's giving me more than a fair fight. No. He basically is taking it proper easy on me. So I can't. He's being more than reasonable. I didn't see that, so I'm going to take that as it's not true. Oh, look at this scrub. Within a couple of months, I'm going to have that cat. Nah, I'm not going to have time to do the tickets. I completely forgot about the tickets. I haven't done a treasure train either. No. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't going to help me anyway. No, Koji, I believe you. I was just joking. 305, 124. Okay, to be fair, I completely forgot about that. Do you know what the thing is? I was planning on doing it. I already did the event, Ali. I absolutely fucking smashed it as well. I was going to do that because during a stream, if the event's shit, then it's like, oh, there's not a lot to do. But the last few events have obviously been really good. I presume next week's events... Oh my God, is it going to Chinese New Year next year or something? Fine. Next week, Kay, next Friday, we'll go through yours. No worries. Appendix, have a good one, dude. You have no chance of beating me. Too powerful. No, okay, I know. Yeah, that's not a problem, dude. I want to look at your account. That'd be cool. But yeah, I just keep on. It's one of those where we've had like 4 weeks. So even going back to like bloody Thanksgiving. No, yeah, even like so Thanksgiving. Then we had 2. We've got this one. So it's just been loads. It's been like 4 of the last 5 events have been really good. Oh, Randy, oh bless your heart. Listen, I appreciate you letting me smash it, man. I appreciate it. In that way. Yeah, it was really good. And so it's been really good for obviously making content. Look, I'm done. We're gonna have 5 minutes of talking. Hurts my eyes doing this, looking at this screen. I don't know why. I can game for however long I want, but for some reason, sit and stare at the screen. I think it's come side-eyeing all the time. It hurts this eye. So, just a quick update. Nothing major, to be fair. Make sure you guys check out, because I'm going to do... Svetast asked me. Hey, Cobalt, how you doing? You're in Texas. Meet up with Ali. Ali's in Texas. Houston, Texas. It's about to end, Cobalt. I hope, by the way, bro, I hope your net gets better. That's crazy. You broke... How did you break... I didn't even ask. How fucking stupid is that? How did you break your neck? It's crazy. I'm gonna... Svetas asked today, and I was thinking about him today. In fact, I'll quickly show you guys. Party at Ali's house. That's crazy, isn't it? Shows how vulnerable we are, man. I hope you, obviously I hope it ends up being okay. So for those that are interested, Svetast asked about when am I going to do the account update series. And I spent 2.5, 3 hours doing this today. This is the non-meta account in its current form. Adakita, Vespera, Natalie, Betty. And a Delation. 10-star Delation. With plenty of food. We need to build up more food. I'm going to ask Ben for some feedback. Oh, mate, I've got something caught in my throat there. My eyes now watering. On who I should build next. I appreciate I've gone completely off meta. But I'll need to know how to build out after this. I really wanted to build Vespera, and I really wanted an Alakita account. But I'm gonna do an update video on this because Svet has asked. So for those that don't watch streams and only watch videos, they've got something there. But I mean, outside of that, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we've just got loads of these videos to come out now. Star Spawn vid. How cool do Star Spawns look, though? Out of interest. That's so cool. I think they're cool. Ali, who's getting invited to whose guild? I'm so happy you've said Arena. And I love Star Alchemist Holmes Young. The only thing I'm thinking with my account, Ben, it lacks support. And I know that that's not purpose of Star Alchemist Holmes Young. I know Arena is support, though she only gets particularly good at Destiny. But do you think a team, and I know Vespera obviously does, but do you think Alakita, Natalie, Vespera mixed in with Iranian Star Alchemist works? Or do I need a little bit more of a defensive input there? Because Betty I've got because I want to clear Void Vortex and do some Void campaign, and then I'll get rid of Betty. Or do we reckon that would work? Kay, you can't just walk into a professional kitchen and start cooking food, bro. Well, for yourself, you might be able to. But Ali, also, does that mean if you're going in Cobalt's guild, you're not going to join our guild? You bastard. You're going to join Cobalt's and Finn's, and you're just going to sit there getting all the good Star Expedition rewards. A little avatar frame. And then you'll be too good to talk to us. And you're going to have your own little Discord thing. I was thinking Madeline. The only thing is, obviously, Madeline needs shields to really proc. What I was considering was replacing Betty with Wukong because he's also a tenant for Alakita. Then that would give me shields to work with Madeline. Yeah, Koji, 100% it will, 100%. Anyways, listen, my dog now wants to go outside. Hello, darling. I know we're going to go in a second. We're going to go in a second. Guys, girls, it's been fun. I appreciate all the help. Ben has been a massive help this stream. Without him, I wouldn't have cleared 711. Ali, it was nice to see you back, bro. I hope you're having fun with the family. And as I said, if you guys could all watch my videos the next few days, I'd appreciate it because there's quite a few coming out between now and next Friday. But yeah, as always, stay safe. VH out.